to the Hawks Nest live stream game day show. Let's get ready to rumble. That's right, we got ourselves Monday Night Football. Oh, are you ready for some football? I'm ready for some football, and we've got a very important matchup tonight about ready to undertake between our Seattle Seahawks and the New York Giants. We roll on into the Great Apple, and hopefully we can come out with a big fat bite. It's like too big of a bite. Where it's just coming around and you get the juice going down the face, all that. Like, we want to take that kind of bite out of the city tonight. And it's also very important because this type of win here tonight can set the stage here for this upcoming season in a couple of different interesting ways. First and foremost, the Seahawks are about due to twist themselves into a bye week here and have themselves a little bit of time to catch their breath, to get everybody back to front, healthy as we can hope to be at this point in time in the year. And almost God willing tonight, near full strength if all works out okay here. And so everything will be set up nicely then for them from a health standpoint to go make a run. The schedule is going to start to get significantly harder here down the road, no doubt about that. But having that health will be helpful. It also, though, is they're going to give you a little bit of room for, as we go through this year, getting to a 3-1 stage right now when you look at the future of the schedule. Dallas, twice as San Francisco, Rams again. They seem to be just a trouble for us no matter what. And they're still not looking bad. So they're not into lean to that. They're still going to be there. Eagles, you go down the line. Well, Browns might be tough with just that defense alone. And if they get Watson back, I think there's a bit of a difference in how they're going to look against us versus having DTR out there as they did this last week as a rookie. So that's the first part that's really a major part here, where it's really helpful to kind of give yourself that saying there to kind of, okay, we're kind of keeping pace in there with the Eagles and the Niners. Granted, those two teams do look, though the Eagles are a little bit more shakier this year, the Niners are looking top notch and they're rolling strong. So you're just hoping things can come together as the year goes along. You're not playing your best football right now. You'll be hopefully playing your best football as we get into November and December. And it's really now cooking up in the way that they had thought when they entered in through this off season. There's another part of this, though, too, and that is that the clock has begun to tick towards the trade deadline. We have some time. We're not down to the final hour here, okay? So it's just the early beginning of the clock ticking down, but we're inside the last month here of where we can make a move if we're going to make a move. And I would think that if John Schneider, maybe I'm wrong on this, but I'm sure there's a little bit of an evaluation factor from his standpoint here in looking at this team and looking at these first 4 games as to whether or not he wants to decide to go make the move. The Seahawks have created some space to go be aggressive if they want to go be aggressive to add a pretty nice player. I'm not saying adding a significant amount of money, but a pretty nice player. They don't have to, though. They can certainly sit on this money and then roll it over into next year's cap, a year with which they are a little bit tighter than we probably would like them to be, considering that's kind of the go-for-it mode time for many of you out there and the way you've described it. And so this is where this will be an interesting play. You're at 2-2. Maybe that has him in a little bit more of a stage of, I don't think we're going to get to quite contending status. I don't think we're going to get quite to the place this year where one player is going to then take us up over the top. I don't know if we can count on that exactly. And otherwise, if 3-1 go, well, maybe we're just a little bit away. One more into the mix here. A little bit of why I think this game could factor into a little bit extra. It's going to be a nice little fight here, I think, between the Giants and Seahawks. I got a lot of Seahawks fans out there feeling super confident. I wish I could echo that confidence, but it's a metaphor I go to often, but it's the way I feel about these games when you play teams like this that look and appear vulnerable. And it's that wounded feral animal that's trapped in the corner of your house, okay? And you don't have a broom, and you don't have a bag, and you don't have a box to put the thing in. You got your bare hands, and you got to get this sucker out of your house without getting rabies and your fingers bitten off. And good luck, because this Giants team's coming into this week, and they're going to be hungry as hell to get this game. They're at home. They lose this game, they've got a schedule coming up that's very daunting. So if they lose this, it's very much in a lot of ways they can look at it going, man, this is just being real with it. Kind of the end of our year if we don't get this. You're going to get a little bit of that energy in this game, or maybe a lot of that energy in this game. And that backs my confidence off of this. I'm not saying we, should maybe come away with the win, but I'm not in that whole, we're going to steamboat Willie these guys. It's going to be a boat race down the, no. Not happening. Not happening. I think it's going to be a tough fought game. I think we're going to get the Giants' best punch in this game, and I do think we'll persevere because we're just maybe a little bit healthier, maybe just a little bit better. We've got the means to attack them where they might be vulnerable, but I'm a little bit concerned with this in that I can't quite get that confidence, Dave. Oh yeah, we just got Giants team's got a lot of talent. It's got a lot of pride. It had a lot of high expectations coming into this year, no matter how they've fallen a little bit short of those expectations. So I can't quite get to the stage of saying, well, it's handled, business taken care of. We'll just walk. No, we're going to have to really give it our all tonight. We're going to have to match that energy in many respects. That's the key. Can you match that energy? It's hard. It's wounded and it's feral and wild-like and just trying everything in the book. Go for it on fourth down. Sure. Trick plays. Sure. They throw the book at you. You just get that. You get that hit the red button kind of feel to a team. And it's not the greatest of places to play a team in the NFL where there is so much parity anyway, and everything is kind of measured up and balanced. Maybe we'll get to a couple keys here before the start of this, but I know we got a little bit of time, so I figured I'd BS with you guys in the chat here a little bit before we do get this rolling. I hope everyone's having a great night. Do me this favor if you could for me, please. And that would be to hit that like button as you walk on in the door. I would really appreciate it, as it does help this channel out. And there's going to be people looking for this content tonight, Monday Night Football. They're going to be looking for it. So if you can hit that like button, you're pushing YouTube to say, show this to them. And I would really appreciate that. As well, quick thank you to the sponsor of this show, Underdog Fantasy. I want to mention them especially at the top here. They've got some great ongoing contests here throughout the year, giving away $200,000 a year. And they're going to be sponsoring your boy here throughout the next year. They even have been so happy by how you guys are doing here with the using the code and utilizing my code NEST as you guys have. It's down there in the description link. You can click it. And they've actually increased the offer here from 100. This is only going to be through October 4th. So you got 2 days on this, about 48 hours. But if you use my code, click my link, you will be matched up to not one, not two, not three, not four, but $500 back in your pocket. If you use my code from me to you and you help support the show, not too shabby. Now, there are restrictions in the state of Washington, though in talking to some of their fellow Washingtonians here, you are able to, if you can get into a casino, to use the app once you're kind of in one of those little Faraday cages that they create in those casinos. But not a bad deal, and there's only 2 days on it. I want to thank everybody as well for all those that are utilizing that code, because this is why they want increases. They like what they're seeing from the folks using the code and going for. And I really appreciate you guys for doing that. You're awesome. This is a good partnership, and I want to keep doing it into the future here. So let's bounce over here to you guys in the chat, and we are about 15 minutes out here from the start of the game. Space, how you doing? Chad Hart, hello. Jacob Davis, Monday Night Football, let's go. Seahawks, I need Lockett to go off tonight in order to win my fantasy league. To a lesser degree, K9, who I'm playing against in another league. Jason Myers, too. Oh, you need everybody to come through. Well, I put my little underdog down on a certain couple of players doing some things in this game too. So I need it from that respect. I also need it from a fantasy respect. I've got Walker in this game as well, so wouldn't mind seeing him come through on this. And I'll never get mad if Lockett goes off, even if I'm going up against him in fantasy. Well, yeah, so be it. Juwan and Charles, let's go, boys. Let's go, Juwan. How you doing? Megan Jessen, Lot Charbonnet, DK, Canine. Oh my goodness, Megan everybody needs everybody to go off tonight. It's good to see you, Megan. Seahawks Gaming Jets compared their defense to the LOB. The 2013 defense would have gotten that stop on that last Chiefs drive. Yeah, teams are going to try, and they're not going to be the first. They haven't been the first. They're not going to be the last of the defenses that try to, claim that they're about to take that mantle back over. It's a very special defense. You're not going to see another LOB, in my opinion, any more than you're going to see another Bear Front 85 Bears D or Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense, or the Ravens defense, and whatever the hell you want to call that freaking machine. You're not going to see it again. And so those are one-offs in football history. And people can try to claim they're going to be it, but they'll always fall short. Red Ace, if the Hawks win, I'll go 11-5 for my picks this week. Need that big payout. Let's go. I hope you're right, Red Ace. Locked in and ready to go. Hawks about to lay the smack down on the Giants on national television. I love that energy. Let's go. Gavin, what's up, man? William, hello, Stimpy. Let's go Hawks, Rockman Drums. Hello, hello. Let's bring the rain to New York. Let's bring that rain. Are you even playing the stadium? We're going to be playing in, 3 inches of water on the field? Is that how we're going to do this? It's a great thing about football. They'll be like, just make them play. Paul, hey, they can stay all day, dropping them like Hawks. Hello. What's up, man? It's good to see you. Paul Sissy in the house, James. Hello, go Hawks. Brian Myers, what's up, man? Says tonight feels special. Let's go. Let's go. Got some fun gifs for you guys tonight, too, as we got the action going down. Should we unveil a little bit of them? Should I give you guys a little bit? Just a little taste? Hopefully this isn't too... Now, I'm just doing this for the first time, so if it's a little loud or whatever, just we can adjust this. I think I got it right, though, but let's see if this is thinking of having that we play this maybe after every touchdown. But you guys tell me. Let's get the... What do you guys think? A little Seahawk chant coming through. It's never bad, right? Never bad. A couple donations. Thank you so much for that. Well, first off, Gleice Miranda Matos. Thank you for subscribing, Gleice. I appreciate you. Welcome aboard. Kevin Lownice with a $5 donation. Thank you, Kevin. He says, let's have it go! Seahawks. Let's go, Hawks. Love that energy. I can feel it tonight. Folks are lit on this, and they should be. This is going to be a fun game. National stage. We're going to get a lot of these this year. Don't get a lot. See if we can show out. Coach Carroll's done a good job. Done a very good job of keeping his team in good control in these kind of situations. Getting them up at the right kind of energy for these kind of matchups. But I love that energy, man. Let's go, Kevin. Sanchez, thank you for the $2 donation. Says, we'll see how Geno handles the exotic blitzes. That indeed is one of the keys that will tell the tale of this game. Wink Martindale has been, for the last 4 or 5 years, going back to his Ravens days, probably the most blitz-heavy defensive coordinator you're going to find in this sport. So it challenges the quarterback up here, challenges them right here with the 2 eyeballs right there. What you see, what you feel, is what you feel, what you're going to see post-snap. And that is the game that's at play here. That is the game that's at play here. And I think that's a great solid point on your part. He's going to have to handle that tonight. And especially with this offensive line down as it is, that's only going to get Wink Martindale licking his chops to dial those blitzes up even more. Batter them in even more, even further. So I think that's one of the great keys in this game is how Geno handles that. That's one of the reasons I think JSN has a really good chance in this game to really make some noise, because he'll be one of those hot read targets you would think that Geno would be going to when he sees too many guys up the line of scrimmage and not enough blockers. Mark Abercorn says, I think I need to put on my lucky jersey. It might be a night I can't go full Argent myself on this one. I'm concerned, but I'm not worried. You know, Mark? Concerned, but I'm not worried. But if one or two of us happen to put their lucky jerseys on, I don't think that would be the worst thing. Kevin Sanchez, thank you for those donations. Snail, thank you for the $2 donation. So the Giants got boat raced. The coach is on the hot seat. Indeed he is. This is that wild animal, that feral animal in the corner. I don't know, is that a raccoon? Is it a possum? I got to get it out of the house. But that's what it feels like to me, and this is part of it. You got the Dable frothing at the mouth of that beard, froth, wild, veiny eyes. This is where we're at right now, so we can't take it like, well, we're just going to go right into them like Arizona went into them. If Arizona walked through them, then we're going to go backwards and walk through them, with some style points. No, they're going to give you a fight, I think. They're going to give you a fight. But you're right. He is on the hot seat this season. He's got to produce this year. I think as far as that Giants management is concerned, they're going to look at it like, hey, we, kept Jones here and, got you this, got you that. We'll see. Thank you, though, for that donation. Garth Knight, thank you for the $5 donation. Good to see y'all in the chat tonight as well. He says, along with a win, let's hope for good health. If I'm not mistaken, that MetLife turf is not forgiving. No, little known fact, they actually pour a very thin sheen of Gorilla Glue across the surface of MetLife Stadium's turf prior to the games. You might think, yeah, but Brandon, doesn't that hurt their team too? And they just seem to think like their team gets used to it, is what I've been told about this, that they just have kind of an understanding of like, you'd think with a lot of advantages, but actually we come out on the better end of this. We just understand how to walk through the glue. And, most other teams just don't, especially when you're talking about traveling at high rates of speed. So they think it slows the players down. They think it keeps players, quite literally stuck to the turf. And they've been doing it for a while. I don't know why they get away with it. I guess in your big New York market, you can just pour a barrel of Gorilla Glue across the surface and no one's going to notice, I suppose, huh? That's what we're doing now? Come a long way from pipe and noise into stadiums. But you're damn skippy on that one, Mr. Garth. We are indeed going to have to be watchful on this turf, and boy, it would be so nice to come out of this with the win and be looking at the reserves on deck and not having any more further major injuries that we add into the mix here, so we can start to look like we're maybe going to be getting healthy right at the right time as the year starts to draw towards that tougher part of the schedule, because I think we're going to need every hand on deck. John Robinson, good to see you in the house. Dio Brando, hello. Herbicide, what's up? Motive, hello. Tommy Eden says this is a huge game. Feels like a statement game. Does indeed. Swedish Shinobi. What is with the aggressively calming pre-stream music? This isn't the only channel that uses it, and it perplexes me. Well, you're trying, as you find with a lot of these things, Swedish, you've got a lot of people that are touchy about certain types of music. So you're just trying to find the one that's going to work to not basically piss off the least amount of people. Because the people that get dismayed with like things like music, like I get comments every once in a while where people like don't like my opening that I run for 30 seconds on a 7-hour live stream. They're like, that opening, it's like, it's 30 seconds, buddy. You're just going, I'm just trying to get something that I can fill in the opening until I can get everybody in and, do all that. But yeah, that's why I did it, is I've tried other types of music and stuff, and you get the vocality. You get that vocality coming in. A few more Seahawks. It's prime time. Let's see if the viewership hits 1,000. We might be up there. We're definitely going to be up in the 700s, 800s, I'd say, throughout the course of this game. So it might be in play. We hit 1,100 last game. So maybe so. Tommy, we're going to find out if we are the week 1 team or the week 2. This game is huge. It's huge. It's huge. As I was saying at the top on that, big time. Brian says 1,000 be epic. It would be pretty epic. It's pretty crazy. I can't look at the viewer count when it's up that. You know what I mean? I got to kind of picture this at times in my mind of like 4 of you guys listening on your couches to me here across the world. I can't get to the 1,000 point. Let's go. That number's not real. I don't believe you. Cameron, what's up, B? It's going to be game time. Let's effing go. We're 8 minutes out, folks. 8 minutes. 8 minutes. What the smell? Let's go. Go Hawks. Thanks again, Brandon. These are lifesavers. Man, I love doing them. What the smell. I'm glad you guys are resonating with them as well. We started doing them a couple of years ago, and people have really liked doing it. I think in many ways it's become somewhat of the most popular thing we do on this channel. And I love the fact that that's the way it is. It gives me something kind of a different angle on the channel to do, especially the play-by-play. And I love it. I love watching it with you guys much more than I like sitting there watching it alone, sitting there stewing. Even, you know what I mean? There's a lot better of an attitude when I'm with you guys on this one. I think it's because I know you guys are also going through the same pain. Herbicide says, let's see some Zach Diesel. Let's get some Zach Diesel. Let's get the Bouncer, Truck Charbonnet, the Cambodian Beef Stick, the Charbonnator, Charbazard, the Bulldozer, Full Metal Zach, the Neo Beast, Zach Hammer, Zactical Nuke. Let's get this man in play tonight. Tom Eden says, every time I hear CMC, I think of CMC Music Factory. I do as well. So just sweat. How's that song go? I'm just a squirrel trying to get a nerve. So move your butt to the dance floor. Yo, what's up? Take me online. Work me on time. That song was one of the ones in the youth you heard on the radio all the time. out of the time. Megan says, after week 1, not too confident, but we'll get the dub. I like it, Megan. I'm kind of in that same place. Cautiously optimistic. Josie says, Saquon is out. Saquon is indeed out. We are still as well without Cross. The slot corner position's a little bit dicey, but that is big. Big, huge. Herbicide, we need a nickname for Witherspoon. Spoon is almost too boring. Spoon is too boring. Witherspoon, come on. We got to come up with something. The Illinois something. The Illinois. How do they say that when they say in Illinois pretentiously? The Illini. Just say Illinois. The Illini are contenders this year. Kingdom Joe, I'm like, Megalodon, what's up? Seahawks, hello. Australia, let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Why this is set up for Seattle. It's not bad. Not the worst. It's not the worst you can ask. Mark Hoppercorn's got this 35-21 Hawks. Win. I like it. I love it. I want it. I need it. Zach, I'm a superstitious guy. I watched week 1. We lost. I didn't watch week 2 and 3, and we won. Definitely not watching this week. Laughing out loud. Hey, I got it. I get it, man. You got to do what you got to do with this type of stuff. It's not an easy world. This ethereal, mythical, game that we're trying to play here. The world that we cannot see. I understand. You're speaking with a fellow man that where it's like, hey, I got my Argent Power of Jersey. I can't take it out tonight because we're gonna need that for the Niners. I can't misabuse that power on the Giants. You know what I mean? But that's how you start wearing it off a little bit. You know how these rules work. It's deep. It goes deep. Jeremy J. Puka's historical start to the season does less than the first game blow. It does. I don't know who could have saw that one coming. Holy hell. He's like having the best start of any receiver in NFL history. Golly. King Joe Kenneth Walker gets 200 plus yards and 3 touchdowns. Today is the day. I want to see it too, man. My fantasy wants to see that. My heart wants to see that. My soul really wants to see that. Stephen Guard, happy week 4. Go Seahawks. Go Seahawks, man. Wavy, is Devin Witherspoon playing the slot? He very well could be doing it today, Wavy. I don't think you got Kobe Bryant. We don't have any Artie Burns. This could push into Mike Jackson being out there on the outside in this game. We might get some Caillou Blue Kelly action here at some point soon too. But we'll have to see. Dig the Hawks, Lovin' Spoonfuls, an old band from the 70s. Too old for most here. Laughed out loud. I like it. I know that group, but you're right. Some of the youngsters would be like, who's that? What song? Which one is it? Brian A. Wilson says, boom, bada, boom, bada, boom, bada, boom, bada, boom. Yo, chow down. Hold on here. What'd it do? What movie is that line from? Okay, so let me, Brian. So maybe it says boom, 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 bada, boom, bada, boom, bada, boom, bada. Yo, lard ass, chow download. What it do? What movie is that line from? I think that's isn't that the Stephen King one with the kids? You find the dead body. The kids talking about the pie eating contest. I'm gonna go with what is it? I forget. Somebody will help me in the chat. Somebody will give me the name, so I don't know. I love that about the chat. You can say, "Chat, give me the answer." You guys are better than you're better than AI. Just be like, somebody will give me it. It'll come to me in a second. It's one with Kiefer Sutherland and River Phoenix was in it. I think that's what it's from, Brian. That's my guess. Final answer. Nitzy Sherman said this offseason Pete was going back to the old scheme or something like that. How has that statement holding up after 4 weeks in? Pretty congruently. I don't think we ever actually went away really from the old scheme, to be honest with you. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty much what it's kind of always been. You're running a little less cover 3. A little less. Not a lot less. And the type of coverages you're going to, like quarter, half, aren't significantly different from cover 3 and what you're trying to accomplish from a coverage standpoint. But something to watch in this game if that continues, especially with Jamal Adams' return and maybe more of an opening to run a little bit more man-based concepts, at least in some places on the football field. Rube Gill says, Toronto 12 in the house. Go Hawks. What's up, Toronto? I give you the French word for Seahawk if I knew it right now, but I appreciate you jumping in the stream and hope you're having a great night. Go Hawks, man. I won't even do the bad Canadian accent on you because I know that that's disrespectful to your people. Seahawks Gaming, I need DK and Gino to do something tonight for fantasy. I think we all do Seahawks Gaming. We're all in kind of that boat a little bit. I'm not as much in the Gino thing, but I need Gino for something else on one of my plays on Underdog, so I need him to come through in certain respects. But yeah, I think everybody's kind of feeling that. Everybody kind of loaded up for this on their fantasy tonight a little bit. Terry Clark, Seahawks. Let's go. We are about a minute out here, so this is about to start out. Are you ready for some football? All right, I'm going to try to get to as many comments as I can, but once I do start up the game, folks, this is a bit of a different stream than how we normally do here in the respect of I try to do play-by-play and color commentary at the same time, so it does make it a little harder on reacting to the chat, talking to the chat. I definitely respond to the soups, but and during the commercials, but we do a long post game on this channel as well. So bear with me on if I can have a chance to respond to a question in here. Brian Sherman, can you tell us the offensive and defensive lineups once play begins? Absolutely, Bryant, for sure. Great suggestion. Brandon Moody says, "Holy moly, that was an epic name, a string of nicknames." We've been working on it. We've been brains, whatever that word is. Lou, I'm interested to see what the scheme is when Jamal has me too. Don't think they'll play him in a lot. Ease him in. Maybe. I think Jamal's going to be chomping and at the bit, and Carroll's going to be trying to keep that horse back off the field, Kellen says, why do y'all keep wishing injuries on the Niners? I would never say that about the Seahawks. That's messed up. I'm not. But that's fans. You guys are just such a juggernaut, man. What are you going to do? You know what I mean? You guys are a juggernaut. Tom Eaton says plus on the volume. Okay. I got it it's up at the top right now, so I'm going to have to increase it later down after the stream. I didn't want to start out high because then I'm blow your guys' eardrums out with it. Space, is that the chant for the touchdown? Yeah. I got a whole touchdown setup thing here. We're getting fancy. We're getting real fancy over here. All right, I'm about ready, man. I can feel it. It's almost game time. It's almost about ready to go. Guys, I have a bad feeling about this game, Deli. We usually downplay bad teams. I hope we're not. I hope you're right. That's what I'm saying, Deli. We can't downplay them. Got to take them serious. Hopefully week 1 is still there at the forefront. Hopefully. Giants look like they're going to receive here. And I got a couple donations I'm behind on this. So Roxanne Roll, I got to say it right, Roxanne Roll, thank you for the $20 donation, starting us off right on this game. So this build up to the game has been so low-key in the national media here in Colorado. It's been wall-to-wall coverage of NBA champ Nuggets return to training camp. Football has been relegated to also happening in the NFL. Go Hawks. Well, thank you for the $20 donation. I have a theory about that. It's going to be a short kick that they're going to fair catch at the 1-yard line are the Giants, and this will bring out Daniel Jones and company. Like the fact that we're able to defer, or Giants took the ball at the opening stretch here. As you get it back at second half, there's always a nice point in that. Kind of helps inform you on trying to steal a possession at the end of halftime sometimes. So we got Slayton Hodgins in the lineup at receiver here for the Giants. And once they flash more of the who's on the line as the telecast does, I'll tell you about who's on the line as was requested. Giants come out in 2 wide receiver set here. 2 backs and shotgun with Daniel Jones. The give is in there to Matt Breida. He gets spun around for a gain of about 4 yards. I think it's Denver Broncos being so bad, and Schmitz, after the first play, is already down there for the Giants, getting up slowly and limping on his left foot. So you've got Darius Slayton, Paris Campbell, Darren Waller, Josh Ezedio at left tackle, Shane Lemieux at left guard, John Michael Schmitz at center, right guard Marcus McKeithen, and right tackle Evan Neal is out there. So a new right guard for this Giants team in place of Mark Glowinski, former Seahawk. 2nd and 5 here for the Giants. Daniel back in Again with the 2 running back look here. Give out a shotgun and a nice little carry there by the wide receiver with the give, actually, for about a gain of 7, Wan'Dale Robinson. That'll bring up 1st and 10. 14-10 to go in this game. Let me get the deal over the top. Sorry, guys. I should have this going with the deal here so you can see the time and stuff. Sometimes, I'm on it. Sometimes not with this stuff. Here we go. There we go. Scores above me. All right. 1st and 10. 13:48 to go here. Play action pass. Jamal Adams on the blitz just misses getting his hands around Daniel Jones. Jones able to get free and complete a pass inside. Already bringing Jamal on a little blitz action. Good to see. And Jamal was there. Just Jones able to get a little bit out of his grip there and escape away. 2nd down and 4. Jamal down near the line of scrimmage here on 2nd and 4. It's another give inside, and this will be about a 5-yard gain for a 1st down. Couple first downs here on this drive for the Giants as they got this going with a nice combination. Seahawks have Draymond Jones out on the defensive line, Jaron Reed, Uchenna Nwosu, Devin Bush, Jordan Brooks, and Bobby Wagner are your 3 linebackers. Boye Mafe is the guy on the other side, outside linebacker, Devin Witherspoon and Reek on the outside, and Quandre and Jamal at safety for your Seattle Seahawks. 12:36 to go here. Giants up around the midfield stripe. Jamal again down near the line of scrimmage here. Daniel Jones looking deep. He's going to roll out now, throw back underneath. Jamal comes up and gives him a nice little lick. Oh, that feels good for Jamal. Gets a chance there, just what he's looking for, no doubt about it. Can't really replicate that in practice. Give me a chance to come up and give a guy a nice hit there, and he does so on a short gain for only 2 yards. Nice hit there by Jamal. 2nd down and 8. Gotta feel good. 2nd and 8, the gives inside out of shotgun again, and this run will be chopped down quick by Jaron Reed. Be about a gain of 2. Will leave us in 3rd and 6. The Giants are going to run a little bit of a hurry up here. Jones back in shotgun. Seahawks run a little stunt up front. We got a man wide open underneath there for a 1st down. Tariq Woolen with the tackle. Wan'Dale Robinson there with the catch. Looked like potentially a blown coverage assignment there for how he got so open. Oh, 2 Seahawks ran into each other in coverage. Yeesh. Julian Love ran into Witherspoon there. Okay. 1st and 10. Giants on the 36-yard line here into Seahawks territory. Play action pass. Jones looking deep again, coming back short. He's going to scramble this one. Looking again here. He's knocked out of bounds by Jordan Brooks for about I guess they're going to give him a no gain about on this. Nice job there, Jordan Brooks playing under control and not pushing too fast into Jones and leaving the coverage open behind him on the player Jones was looking at. He made Jones kind of run into him, run closer to the play to where then once he left then the player out of coverage to pursue Jones, there was no angle to make the throw. They're going to give him a loss of 1 on this one, as it did look. They had spotted it initially. It looked like right on the line, but they're going to pull back here. 10:20 to go in the 1st quarter. Daniel Jones dropping back to pass. He's moved out of the pocket here, and he's scrambling with a little bit of room to work, and he's going to be clipped down by Jamal Adams, who has just got himself concussed on the play as he's very slow to get up. Yikes. Boy, you hate to see that. Jamal just went down to the ankles of Jones to chop him down. Just kid can't get any luck on this. And Jones's ankle hit him right upside his head. His knee got him. That hard point on your knee just went right upside the side of Jamal's head. It's the kind of the worst kind of thing to go upside the guy's head at that moment. So bring us now here with Julian Love moving back to strong safety, 3rd down and 3. The give is inside here, and he's going to be cut down short of the 1st down. This will bring up 4th down, and we'll see what the Giants are going to do. Bobby Wagner in there helping make the tackle on this. It looks like the Giants are potentially going to go for this. Wounded animal, corner, Farrell, Rabid. They're going to do everything they can. You're not going to get them playing it safe here. Normally at home, you'll just take the points, I think, by the coaching traditional book on this one. But the Giants right now, maybe sensing a little bit of blood in the water there. And they're going to try this sneak play, and it didn't look like he got it. By the mark right now, he's going to be short. They tried the brotherly love shove, and it did not work on that play. Seahawks were on top of it. They looked to be short by the initial spot of the officials. They're walking up from where the yellow line is. They are very short, and this looks like it's going to be a turnover on downs. Jaron Reed in there, Edwards in there, Draymond Jones in there, submarining underneath, and then Bobby Wagner coming over the top to push him sideways. Bobby getting mean with it, as you need to do. Get physical. If that quarterback's going to try to be a runner, get physical with him. And that's what Bobby does there. Good push. A little extra there. And this is going to be far short of the 1st down. So Seahawks defensive performance holds up. Sad to see Jamal go down, as it does appear he's out for the game with a concussion. He was definitely, I would say, highly concussed based on the way that it hit him. So that's tough to see after he certainly came out and gave you a good hard hit there and looked like he made a pressure and almost got himself a sack. And then, boy, it's just, kid is just snake bit, I tell you what. It's always something a little different with him, poor guy. But we will get a turnover and downs. Roxanne Roll, in regards to your $20 donation, thank you so very much for that. I think once you've got a fan base that can sense in its team that there's no hope, there's no bright spot to this NFL team right now, you get a lot of the fan base starting to turn away really quickly onto other things when it's so obvious to them that the team's not going to make anything happen this year, Roxanne. And I think they already came into the year with many being realistically looking at this Bronco team going, Sean Payton's got a lot of work to do. And now they're probably even more resolutely believing that. But can't blame them. They do have they do have a champ in the city, and you do want to celebrate those when you get them, properly. And I'm sure that's also where a lot of, the local interest is at, with it. But yeah, a little low key national media wise. I agree with you. How this story always goes with us, Roxanne, is it's always a little quiet for us up here in the Pacific Northwest. It's just kind of the lay of the land. You know what I mean? Brandon Taylor with the $2 donation. Witherspoon, the slot pregame thoughts. It looked like they had him more on the outs. I got to check again, but it makes sense. You're down Kobe Bryant, Brandon. You're also down. I know Julian Love's working through what he can to try to just make it into this game. But then Artie Burns, another guy you've used in the slot, was down in this game. So you're getting kind of light there. You can still call upon Mike Jackson on the outside there. So this does open the door to Witherspoon going to the slot now, as you maybe don't have as much of a viable answer down there if you want to use him there throughout the course of the game. He's naturally a man-based guy, so it fits really well with him in the slot. He did this in Illinois, so it's certainly, I think, something that he's capable of doing as well if we need him to be called upon to do it. He's got a tough draw across from him at that point because Wan'Dale Robinson isn't easy to deal with. The second-round pick, I think he's already got a catch in this game, so it's not going to be just an easy fight over there for him when he does get drawn into that moment, but it makes sense why the Seahawks would do that. Snail, thank you for the $2 donation. Says Charbazard, I choose you. 2 touchdowns today. And it was spoken, and it was said, and it was allocated, and ordained that on this day, Charbazard, the Zach Diesel, the Cambodian beefstick, would gather himself 2 touchdowns on the ground and be labeled forevermore the Charbazard. Thank you, Snail. Appreciate that $2 donation. Seahawks come out. 2 wide receiver look, 2 tight end look. Geno under center with a pitch play out to Kenneth Walker. Great job defensively by the Giants there. As Walker's drugged down. He didn't think he was actually down. He's still going? He's still going. Okay. I don't know what. I've never seen that in my life. Touchdown Seahawks. Okay, so sorry for the play-by-play on this one, but it was that Walker came to a stop. Everyone came to a stop. He started walking back to the huddle. Then he started to decide he was going to run down the field. All of a sudden, after that, it turned into a 73-yard rush. He's drugged down at the line of scrimmage, but it's that old move where the defender gets underneath his body, so he never actually touches the ground. Now, on first view on replay, it looks very close. Hold on, let me see. And Walker, to his credit on this, gets up and starts running right afterwards like he doesn't believe he ever touched the ground. Oh, elbow right there. Elbow will bring this back. Walker's elbow hits the ground. I think that'll be enough for it right there. Body, no. Elbow, yes. I think that, I know the chat's going to get mad about this, that an elbow will be enough to cause it down, but I think that'll be enough to cause it down. Yeah, it's going to be. Yeah, you can see the dirt kicks up from the elbow, so it's, I mean. I don't know, man. I don't know. We're going to get a review. I'm going to go to the chat. I got another donation, Daquan. Hold on. Let me get to the donos. For folks on the donos, I will definitely respond. Something I got to do with the commercial. It's his butt. It looked like something may have hit there. There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of that, what is that little rubber stuff, pellets that they use. There's a lot of it flying up right around the place that he's going down. Defender's elbow was under his. Okay. Don't think you can see it clear enough. I mean, that's what I started to get to. The more I looked at it, I'm like, I don't know if this is really clear. It's kind of the call on the field at that point to me. But I don't want to seem like I'm a homer on this one. I know that the Giants fan would be telling me, yeah, homer, is it? Is that how you see it? Is that how you see it clearly? Clearly and with your unbiased eyes? But I don't know. I could see it reversed. Hard to overturn. It was a touchdown. McCarr says reversed. They reversed it. Who's down? It did look like elbow looked close. Cheat gate. Does a cheek down? Does a cheek count as down? I don't know. I've never, like I said when I called it on the live, I've never seen a play like, I've seen plays where the guys get flipped over and then they go and run for the touchdown, and but then you can usually see pretty concretely what happened. Was the elbow actually down? Was it up? Was the side of him down? There's just all of these rubber pellets spraying every which way. You're going, well, what's going down? What's happening? There's like a mist of pellets. So it was reversed. Geno and pistol now. Quickly back. He's going to throw this out to Jackson Smith and Jigba, who's going to make the catch, but not get much of anywhere there, as it'll actually go for a negative half-yard gain. People are asking why Jamal's mad. Remember, when with a concussion, one of the things that happens with a concussion is you get really emotional. So, and he's already got a lot of emotions at stake with this, no doubt, too. So I don't get mad at Jamal at that if he's a little emotional. That's also, this is the medically also can be what happens. And we've got a sack here on this play on Geno on 3rd and 12. A lot happening here fast. And this will bring up to a 4th down for the Seahawks for a rough little start here. Looked great for a moment there, but then they stole it from us. I can't get mad at that call going either way. I'll trust that they looked at enough angles of it and saw whatever, I suppose. Got to go out and win this game here. Jay Curhan just got whooped quick by Kayvon Thibodeau. And Seahawks, see, that's where Walker's got to get. Walker missed a chip block inside there that Curhan is counting on, and he can't do that. That's where your running back's got to lay that chip in. It was set up for him to do so. Curhan's counting on him to do so. And we've got ourselves a fumble. Looks like the Giants were able to get it back, though. Golly. Let's not make it one of these games. Yeah, looks like they got it back there. Duquan, thank you for the $2 donation. Says, feel bad for Jamal. The dude just wants to play. Yeah, I do too, Duquan. He's out there already. You can see one to just, let's go. He's mad there in the moment, wants to get back on the field, no doubt about it. It's, you go, ugh. But, I really hope I don't have to hear too much from the people in the chat tonight. I'm sure I will, but I'm going to shoot it down if I do. And we'll see. He's just broken, made of glass. Like, it's that play where he's going down. That's the way guys are going to tackle a bigger guy like Jalen Jones. Jalen Jones, 6'5". You're going to, as a safety coming up, chop that guy down just like that if he's not going to slide. Most quarterbacks are going to slide. And instead, it just kind of, he hasn't had a lot of hitting and tackling he's done. He's trying to get out there on the field. You can't replicate it in practice. The only way to kind of get better with your timing on that is to play it in the game. And he's a little off by a couple inches, and Daniel's knee comes right through and hits him upside his head in just the perfect spot on the helmet to hit where you're going to cause a concussion. It's tough. But not his fault with it. Not too bad. He'll be back. Guard, thank you for the $5 donation. It's that Kenneth Walker left-handedness, Brando. I know. I would have done the same thing Kenneth did. I would have been like, well, I'm just going to run it in. Officials looking at me like, what do you want to do? We'll go for a touchdown. Well, why don't you go do that then? We'll figure it out later. Oh, okay. I would have done the same thing, man. Thank you for the $5, man. Appreciate it. Duquan, you too. Thank you for that $2 donation. Sorry, a little late on acknowledgement there. Mumbles has been a Hawks Nest member for 11 long months. I appreciate you for that, Mumbles. Thank you for that very much. It says, on the bright side, he will be back this season at least. Indeed, he will. It's even encouraging to me that he wants to try to get back on the football field there. And it looks like John Michael Schmitz, the center for the New York Giants, is leaving this game as well. So that will kick Shane Lemieux into center for the Giants as their rotating chairs on their own offensive line continues. 1st and 10 here for Daniel Jones at the 33-yard line. He's going to step up in the pocket and try to run with this, and he's going to have some room to run. He's going to be drugged down to the 50-yard line after a big-time gain. Definitely not a spy kind of approach right now tonight to dealing with Jones. He's already had some opening areas here. Seahawks pass rush is trying to get up the football field, and in the name of doing so is getting carried too far past Daniel at that point, leaving him an opening through the front door of the pocket. Daniel Jones, 1st and 10, right around the midfield stripe. He started out 3 of 3 for 20 yards here. 3 wide receiver look. He's going to drop back to throw. He's going to throw this underneath and complete this to, is that Waller? To Waller. Waller catches it, gets it for about 6 yards there. Second down and 4. Jones back in shotgun. 3 wide. Seahawks bringing a blitz off the edge, and it gets there. That's what I'm talking about. Devin Witherspoon coming off the edge like a blur. hammers Daniel Jones. Let's go. Third down, that away. Jones coming back out here with a little bit of a hurry-up look here on 3rd and 11. 2 receivers stacked to the far side of the field. Jones drops back to throw. Throws it back underneath low. That ball bounces through. 4th down. Here we see it. Here we see it. The beauty. I've called. I've begged. I've prayed. I've sent letters and petitions. Blitz more. You have a lot of success with it. It works well for you. And right here, we got a 4th and 11 now. Panthers are going to get this punt off. And DJ Dallas is going to let it bounce into the end zone. Good job by DJ Dallas there to prevent the gunner there from downing the ball at the 1 to allow it to roll. It kind of hit him a little bit. We've asked for a long time, let's roll some more of these blitzes. Let's do it. And it's another game here where you see Daniel Jones. I said just before the blitz, 3 of 3, under control, having a good feel of when to, throw a pass and when to just go use my legs and scramble, starting to get a little bit comfortable and into a bit of a rhythm there, right? And so what you do then with that blitz in that moment is you not only get the sack, which is great in itself, that's awesome, but it's also the peripheral stuff that you get on top of it, because the next play you can see with Daniel Jones a bit of the, are they coming again? They had some success with that. Maybe they're bringing it again. I just got to get the ball in my hand. Here. Starts playing hot potato with it. And it was the key fact about coming into this game against Daniel Jones is he plays a certain performative way against zone coverage, and he plays another different performative way against man coverage. 2 stock differences here. And he struggles against the man in blitzes. That's where you can get him. That's where he doesn't see things clearly. He doesn't pick up the stuff and change protections. You got John Michael Schmitz out now, the center. So if the quarterback's not making the protections, which I will bet a dollar, I bet beyond all else right now, it's on the center to make these line calls on this Giants line. Jones ain't doing it. Now Schmitz is out. Now you got Shane Lemieux trying to make those calls as the backup center, who's really your left guard. This is where you should be challenging that with the blitz. This is where you should be going, who's going to be making these calls? Who's going to be making these protection looks? How are you going to adjust in this fashion, Giants? On top of the fact that it's been successful for you in your usage of it. Great to see. Great to see by the Seahawks defense here. Flip flapjacks. I called that Walker touchdown, confirmed after replay. I'm still shocked they overturned it. It's time to move on, I know, but I cannot believe they overturned that. It's supposed to be conclusive. People were saying shoulder or whatever. I'll review the tape after this game and maybe try to do a look at the thing and look at the rules and look at closer. It's harder for me at times because I'm looking kind of from a side screen at what I'm, kind of looking at here a little bit. And so it's not always as clear with what's what on that. But I'm hoping they looked at it close and saw something conclusive. First and 10 now for Geno. Starts out here in shotgun. 2 wide receiver look, play action. He's got Fant back underneath. Easy completion there. Love the route there by Waldron. First and 10. It's one of those get the tight end running back across the formation there post snap. And he'll be open. See if they go back to that play later on and actually give it to Walker on that when he's coming back across like that. We got a 3-man backfield here for Geno now in this play. Drops back to throw. Looking, he's going deep. He's going deep, and he's got Tyler. Tyler gets obviously interfered with as the man didn't look back for the ball at all. He's trying to make a case as the Giant cornerback, but it's pretty implicit. There's 2 fouls on the play. Are you kidding me? Oh, Lordy. Okay. All right, we're in for one of these games? Let me see the holding call. Show me the replay. And we've got now Phil Haynes down on the ground. I'd like to see this holding call. Are you effing kidding me? Dude, so I guess law of averages, we've had two pretty incredible calls go against us where they found conclusive evidence on first a fumble that didn't look like, or on a touchdown that didn't look like there was conclusive evidence. Now you have a pretty egregious PI call that would have gotten Seattle about 50 yards up the football field, and Lawrence runs over our guard, and they call that holding on the guard. Right. Okay. Phil Haynes goes off the field. Bradford out into the game. Pretty disconcerting here for the NFL and some of this stuff. It's like, really? Come on. First down and 10 for the Seahawks after all of this. Walker trying to find space to the outside, finds a little bit of it for a gain of 4. We got another flag. Flag, flag, flag. Flag, 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 flag. Flag. There's another flag. Something good happened? Flag. Come on. What flag? Okay. First down and 20 for the Seahawks now. On the 22-yard line. Shouldn't there be a flag now at this point? Shouldn't there be another flag coming in? Isn't it time? Shouldn't we get another one and about due? Well, yeah, there we go. That's what I was thinking. Just what I was thinking I was needing. I was needing another flag. Sure enough, we got another flag. I wonder who this might be on. Let me psychically try to. I'm not looking. I'm going to guess. 5 yards on us? Oh, here we go. How did I know? How did I know? Okay. Tough start here for the offense. They're going to have to beat probably 12 guys on this football field tonight. They want to win this one. First and 25. Gino dropping back to pass. Gets out and free. Throws the ball complete to Tyler Lockett. He still grew up on his feet. He's going. Tyler up the football field. Another flag on DK Metcalf now. Maybe we should just punt it to him. We're just going backward. They're just going to put us back to the half-yard line at this rate. All right, so yeah, he's holding pretty good there. Problem when you call the ticky-tack ones is then they agree with one like, yeah, okay, but first down and 20. 3:17 to go here in the first quarter. Wild and woolly at first quarter here for the Seattle Seahawks. 5-man blitz coming. Throw out to JSN. JSN tripped up quickly there, unable to break free of the tackle. It'll be a 2-yard gain. Second down and 18 for Geno Smith. Seahawks on the 24-yard line in their own side of the field. Geno drops back to throw, and he's going to find Cody Thompson. Thompson will make this into now a makeable third down. Third down and 8. Giants fans getting loud, swinging their white towels over their heads. Geno approaches from shotgun. 2 men on either side of him here. They're estimating they're going to get a Giants blitz, and that's just what they're going to get. The Giants stack that front, double-A gap pressure look here. 3 wide receivers. Geno drops back to throw. He's going to step up in the pocket. Look out over to DK Metcalf, who makes the catch with a man hanging all over him. First and 10 Seahawks. Wow, how about the offense overcoming all of that to still get the first down? DK with a nice release there. And then with a little physicality at the end, he stepped out of bounds. Yeesh. Hopefully they can't challenge that. DK definitely stepped out on that play. All right, so they're going to say it's incomplete, I guess. They're going to overturn it and say, indeed, he did step out. So Seattle is going to punt. Giants bringing some pressure on that punt. Dixon will knock this back to the 12-yard line, where the Giants will take over. Mumbles, thank you for the $2 donation. Says, man, refs aren't letting anything slide. We're not going to get the benefit of any calls tonight. I think I can make a pretty strong determination after this first quarter that, we're going to have to beat this team and then beat them by a little bit of extra. Maybe I'm going to be wrong on this. Maybe it all settles out and evens out at the end of the day with this game. But I'm trying to bite my tongue. Let me put it that way. But thank you, Mumbles, for that $2 donation. Jonathan Salazar, thank you for the $2 donation. Says, sloppy ass game by DK. He's definitely, for those folks not a fans of DK tonight, these 2 plays here, which you get out of finer details, you find yourself stepping out of bounds. It's good to get free there, but then you've got the holding call that just didn't need to happen there. You could have taken that positive play, everything would have been fine, and he kept on it, had the hands out wide. It's out there in the open field. Refs are going to see that. They're going to call that. Certainly in this game, from what you had seen going down before that play, going, okay, it looks like they're going to call this pretty tight tonight. So I probably need to stay to the letter of the law as much as I can. Eric99, thank you for celebrating 24 long months as a Hawks Nest Pro Bowler. I'll get your comment in just a second. We got the start here. 1:37 to go here in the first quarter. Jones back in shotgun now. Seahawks running their 4-man front against that. Bubble screen out to Wan'Dale Robinson. Wan'Dale Robinson gets a first down there for a gain of 12. Eric says, what the F? It's like week 1 all over again. Madness. It's a little bit like that offensively, where it feels a little bit everything's kind of a little bit out of sorts. I don't think it's quite as bad as week 1, because certainly at least the defense held up that 4th down stop, and I think that they're showing some signs of life here. Giants did start out with the ball in this game. But, first 2 series for the offense haven't been necessarily a pretty thing here to begin with. It's a little bit, got to dial down the penalties, tighten things up. 1st and 10 here for Jones. 3 wide receivers. Play action pass. Uchenna Nwosu is right there and has fumble. Ball's picked up. Jordan Brooks spins out of 1 tackle, still going up the football field, and he's drug out of bounds. Uchenna Nwosu had his first opportunity to take Daniel Jones down. He missed them. And then it was Mario Edwards Jr. coming from the backside, doing his best Lawrence Taylor impression and giving a little bit, it looked like even I saw, did I dare my eyes? Did I see a tomahawk chop? I might have saw a tomahawk chop from the backside with one Mr. Mario Edwards, who continues to flash. Former 2nd round pick for the Raiders. He starts out playing this place to stop the run, but his effort keeps him getting to the quarterback eventually. Uchenna slows things up initially, but then it's that allows the play to work. And a great hustle play. That's why you want to hustle. You want that motor to be high because you'll get rewarded for it. Fantastic play there by Mario Edwards. Certainly the play of this game so far. Geno back under center now. Let's see if this gives the offense a little bit of momentum. Geno with a give to Kenneth Walker inside. Nowhere to go. He's only going to get about a yard. What an outstanding play by Mario Edwards. He's first playing the run, folks. The run's flowing to the left side on like an outside zone kind of look by the Giants. And then Jones is then going to go to the right off of the play action. So you have inside here Mario Edwards pursuing to the outside zone to the left and then having to carry around the arc back over to get to Daniel Jones. And just a tremendous amount of hustle from him, going hard the whole way. Geno in shotgun now, 3 wide receiver look. Kenneth Walker to his left. Geno looking, he's under pressure once again. He's going to escape that pressure nicely. Get out wide. DK Metcalf with the catch. Touchdown Seahawks. Let's go. Oh my goodness. We got ourselves a DK touchdown. This play completely set up by the Geno pocket mobility, keeping himself alive late. And then DK keeping his eyes up on Geno, who threw a just threw an absolute flamethrower pistol shot down the lane into DK because there was not a lot of separation there down near the sideline, near the out of bounds marker in that end zone. But Geno rolling to his right, surveying the field, as he's approaching that sideline, got to get a throw off. Hard to get that kind of throw off with a lot of velocity and oomph. And yet he finds in that moment a way to do so. Fantastic play there by Geno Smith. First to escape out of the pocket as it was sort of, you could feel the edges of the pocket starting to close in on him. And then he found his way out the back door of it. Got free, almost kind of seemingly effortlessly on a tough play there to get free of that edge rusher who's right near him in that moment. Rolls a little bit more to the right. And then throws with a lot of velocity on a throw where he's not got his feet both planted there. And you're throwing it into a tight space. Unbelievable throw there by Geno Smith. And the Seattle Seahawks are going to go up 7-0. That was definitely Casey McCracken a fastball. That was like 96, but with arm action on it. Right? That was like, he wasn't even able to get like all of it into it, and he still managed to dial up the RPMs. It's pretty incredible. Jonathan, hopefully, thank you for that $2 donation. Hopefully DK made up for a little bit of that sloppy play there with that touchdown, But you're not wrong still on your initial thoughts on those first 2 plays where you go, come on, DK. Details. You can't step out of bounds. You can control that one. The guy covering you didn't do anything, crazy to, get you out. You kind of just got a little lazy on the footwork and got out of bounds there, but made up for it there in the play. Got a touchdown back. Good to see. The Snail, thank you for the $2 donation. Says, starting to feel like a makeup for job in the Jets. Maybe so. I like it. I love it, Snail. They're giving them the juice on this because New York got completely shafted last night in that Chiefs game in a couple of moments that made a lot of people in this country that aren't Jets fans going, huh? What was that? Did I just see that? They just let him, really? Okay. So a little suspect. I'm not going full on into the refs. I get emotional about it, especially when it happens back to back to back to back to back to back to back. You know, I'll settle down. But my God, even other fan bases got to understand when it starts going like that, you're like, really? 74-yard run back? Really? Appreciate you, Snail. Thank you for that donation. Jonathan, you're awesome too as well. And Eric99, thank you for that 24 months of long-time membership. I really appreciate that support. All right, this ball is going to bounce to the 1. It's going to be picked up at the 1 weirdly. And almost drugged to the ground, but breaks free, but then corralled back up at the 20-yard line by the Seahawks coverage. Nicely done there. And that is where... Do we got a flag? Looks like we've got another flag. Please don't be on the Hawks here. Come on now, guys. We got to play under control here, boys. If this is the Seahawks doing a 15-yard play here where you just got them back and it's your special teams unit that caused it, come on. We're having enough problems here. Not you two. Personal foul on the Giants. Okay, here we go. Here we go. We'll be back the other way, half distance to the goal. Gary Brightwell was not very nice. Well, oh, he shoved DJ Dallas. Yeah, that's not on DJ got sent. DJ got sent like a top. head over ass on that one. It wasn't a hard push, just a funny push. 1st and 10 from the 10-yard line. The read keeper here by Daniel Jones, but Bobby Wags is all over that play, and it's going to be a very short gain. Hawks had that play sutured up on either way. If they were going to give that ball to the ball carrier or Daniel was going to keep it, there wasn't going to be much space there on that one. 14:30 to go here in the second quarter. Giants find themselves on approximately about the 12-yard line. 12-yard line in their own territory. Daniel surveying the field. He's going to give inside here, it looks like, to Breida. Breida's going to get a gain of about 4 yards here, and this will bring up 3rd and 4. $14:01, the Giants are going to continue this hurry-up thing that they're trying out. Daniel back in shotgun quickly here on 3rd and 4. He's going to try to scramble here, and he's got a big play down the field here for down to the 39-yard line. Witherspoon got beat there on that play. Lost coverage, got caught with his eyes trying to look in the backfield and squeeze up there a bit, and just didn't work. Daniel Jones using his legs here to get free. And it doesn't look like the Hawks want to run a spy on him today at all. 1st down and 10. Back in shotgun here for Jones. He's going to give this ball off inside the running back, and he's going to get himself a gain of about 4 or 5. Running game isn't working too badly here early on for the Giants. Breida, 5 carries, 20 yards. Daniel Jones, 4 carries for 26 yards. So they are finding some room here in the ground game a little bit. Not big holes, but consistently getting good carries. And right as I say that, we got Draymond Jones in the backfield flashing with, by far, I think his best play as a Hawk. That's a 5-6 yard loss there. And he was quickly back there with first step quickness, penetration. Blew that play up, read it right, read it true. Great job there by Draymond Jones. Jordan Brooks also back there helping out. So a 3rd and 11 now. Jones back in shotgun. Waller goes in motion. Jones taking a long time all the way down to the 0 point of the snap here. Just does get it off. He's being pursued as he rolls out to the right side of the pocket. He throws this away. He does get hit as he throws. Is there going to be a flag? No. Okay. Nice play by the defense. Good job in coverage there, staying tight down the football field. Jones was trying to prolong that snap and play as long as he possibly could. Draymond Jones in pursuit there, providing some of the pressure. Here's a punt now. DJ Dallas is going to fair catch this at about the 17-yard line where the Hawks offense will take back over. We've got a flag on the football field. An eligible man downfield, Giants. They're trying to even the board up a little bit for us here. I'm guessing that Coach Carroll will re-kick this. I'd force him to re-kick it. Maybe they'll just tack it on. Sam Fisher, thank you for the $5 donation. I do appreciate you for that, Sam, and that is very kind of you guys. As always, kind of you, Sam. I really do appreciate everybody out there that supports the channel as you guys do in whatever way you do. Donation, hitting the like button, just being subscribed up, being a member, being a patron, however it is. I hope you guys do know that I do really appreciate that. Sam says, watching Geno Smith being a bona fide top 10 quarterback in the NFL and us being like, yeah, that's what he is now, warms my heart, man. As you say, Sam, they're both leaning into it. You know, Geno is trusting in his preparation and the work he has put in. And I think that he has a reason to do that because his success has come from evidence of that preparation and by that hard work. And I think the team recognizes that. They see it's that now not only is it that he is this good, but this is where the strength is of our offense, even more than running the game. Most especially when you have backup offensive linemen in right now that aren't necessarily, in the case of especially a guy like Stone Forsythe, going to get any kind of push when it comes to the run game. And I love to see it as well. I've thought this guy could have another win to his career. I thought he was too prematurely, dunked a bit, but he has already showed this year that, he's a guy that I feel very good about now as our quarterback and moving into the future. I don't see any reason not to keep riding with Geno, and top 10 quarterback is the right way to put it, I think, Sam. I think he's played his way into that spot at the very least. Even the most biggest of Geno haters out there would have to give him, I think, this due. As he's now shown you, last year was not just an aberration. Last year was the truth. Garth, thank you for the $5 donation. Says, Geno's touchdown pass cut wind more efficiently than a katana sword. Kid can spin it. Boy, can he. He's got a beautiful release, an easy release, as we like to say when we're evaluating quarterbacks. Just comes right out of his hand with some explosiveness. It's got a smooth spiral so he can put things into precise places with that spiral. When you got the wobbles, you can't get it in there into exactly always the tightest of windows you're looking to hit. And that is indeed the case where he can fit it in there. Well said, Garth. I love that. Geno's touchdown passes cut wind more efficiently than a katana sword. There we go. Appreciate the donations, man, and beautifully put. First down play action here. Geno drops back to throw, and he tosses it to DK Metcalf, who makes a nice catch out away from his body. Very well done by DK, as that ball was not easy. That's another one where Geno's putting a lot of steam on it to try to make sure he fits it in there quick. And Geno and DK had to reach out far off of his body to make that catch. Nice grab by DK Metcalf. First down. Samuel Carlson, thank you for the $2 donation. He says, thank God I was waiting for the flag to be on Seattle. Yeah, me too. Geno and shotgun. The give here is to Charbonnet. Zach Diesel, still on his feet, trying to push forward. Gets himself a 4-yard gain, but hold your horses, folks, because we're going to have ourselves a flag. It's not New York City tonight. It is New Flag City tonight. That will be on Colby Parkinson. So that is also now your third penalty for the Seahawks here, barely into the second quarter. And we get a 1st and 20, 11:06 to go here. Geno back in shotgun. Giants showing a 5-man pressure look. Here comes 6 and 7. Pressure's coming. He sees it, gets it out to Charbazard. Charbazard gets it and is rolled down for a gain of about 6 or 7 yards. Very good job there. That's a subtle, nice play by Geno there, recognizing the blitz coming. Doesn't get surprised by it. Sees it, feels it, gets it out to his hot route. And that's just what you do there. Turning that play into a nice positive gain of, 9 yards. 2nd and 11 now. 2:21 to go here on the clock. Seahawks up 7-0 here in the second quarter. Hawks come out with a 3-wide receiver look. Geno and pistol. He drops back to pass. No play action. Looking. Firing back around. He catches the ball, and he's still got it up on his feet. He's going to try to run this and get dragged out of bounds. And Geno looking for a bit of a call there, but he's a runner of the ball at that point. Would have been maybe best just to knock the ball down after he came back and he caught it. Just let that thing, I think he was thinking maybe I can go make something with this. 3rd down and 13 for the Seattle Seahawks. Giants fans up on their feet, waving their white towels. Geno's limping here a little bit after that play. Hawks are going to call a timeout here, maybe give him a second to kind of get his footing right a little bit. Looks like he mouthed, "I'm all right," to Coach Carroll. He's just stepping around and getting his footing. That's just like a play that happened to Russell Wilson that he got a high ankle sprain on. I think it was Harold Landry back in 2017. Drug him down just in that way. Drew Lock getting his hands ready, rubbing something on his hands. Starting to throw a little bit. And Geno doing a little bit of talking. Getting a little bit of chippy on the field. Geno didn't like that tackle out of bounds, and I think he's letting the Giants know. Keep it calm, Geno. Keep it calm. This has been a unusual feeling game. A little bit. Just a little. We got a 3rd and 13. Officials trying to separate the players here. Geno back in shotgun. Empty look here, 3rd and 13. Giants look like they're just going to bring a 4-man pressure look here, maybe even 3. Oh, my connection cut out as soon as that happened. Come on. He's going to throw a little bubble screen that's almost going to get picked off by Kayvon Thibodeau. Holy mackerel. So the 3rd bubble screen they're trying to work in here to Jackson Smith and Jigba, and they've already not had very much success early on throwing this kind of play to him as it is. Here Thibodeau was all over it. He saw it coming from a mile away. Kind of a weird empty look that you go to there. So 4th and 13, Hawks will come off the field here now. Geno's frustrated. Kind of stay under control, buddy. Stay under control. Here's the punt by Michael Dixon. He's going to send this deep, and this is going to bounce. Keep bouncing. Keep bouncing. Keep rolling. Big wheel. Keep on rolling. Down to the 2-yard line where it will be downed there. And the Giants will be working with one hell of a deep field here when they begin things back. And I will be right back, folks. Whew. All right, here we go. Samuel, thank you for that $2 donation again. Mumbles says, man, thank you for the $5. Mumbles, he says, man, these refs with their lifted trucks got to compensate for everything and call everything. So many damn penalties. It's definitely been a lot. It's been sure a lot. Just kind of wild with that, you know, and be nice if we could just kind of let these teams play a little bit. We've had 35 yards of penalty yardage cost of us, but then there's also 50 yards cost in the call that you don't get for the Tyler Lockett play where you called it on the other end. It's a lot of yardage. I mean, that's like 80 cumulative yards in basically about a quarter and a couple minutes. And so, yeah, hopefully this doesn't keep going as a trend. Hopefully we get a little bit of Mumbles regression to the mean. The Giants will start out here from their own 2-yard line. Seahawks come out with a 4-man front, but they're bringing the safety down into the box. Giants will try to run this right up the middle. Breida drugged down there for a short gain, maybe about 3-ish. We'll call it 3. 9 minutes to go here in the second quarter. 2nd and 7. Following along, it's usually, if you want to pause your things, it's usually about 12 seconds difference from your live stream to my play-by-play. Daniel back in shotgun now with 3 wide receiver look here. He's going to try to throw it out, and he will get it completed for a first down. Seahawks were in zone, and Daniel Jones took advantage. Just an easy completion to be had on the outside. You're in zone and playing off coverage with Witherspoon by a good 10 yards, and then he's dropping with depth. Those are the easy completions that you can get to on this defense. First down and 10. 8:16 to go here. And we got another flag here as Quandre Diggs just absolutely sticks Campbell out of bounds after the bubble screen, but we might have another holding penalty here, but this looks like maybe on the Giants. Officials are going to talk about it. They're just like, how do we wipe this off? I know you called it. It's on Seattle tonight. We got to wipe this off. I'm giving you some of the discussion happening between the officials right now. Play by play. I've got like a mic. Yeah, you shouldn't have called it. I know I should, but he held him. It was blatant. I don't care. You can't. It's not tonight. How do we wipe this off? I don't know. Just do it. Just you're head ref here. You do it. You know you can do this. All right, I'll do it. There was no foul on the play. Did I call it? Oh my God, I called it. I called it without, oh my God. Oh my God. And as Damian Lewis is being carted off the field, just perfect. Perfect. 2nd down and 5 instead of 1st and 20 for the Giants. And I don't know how we're going to win this game at this point. Like, I don't think the officials are going to let this one go. I'm not seeing that kind of. I'm not seeing that kind of night here. I've seen enough. I've been on enough rodeos. I've been bucked enough in these kind of games to know what I'm seeing here. Yeah, but Damian Lewis carted off the field. Tough to see. You don't have a lot of left guard behind him. I think it's going to be McClendon Curtis time now. So we're now down 4/5 of our offensive line through the early part of this year. 3rd down and 4 for the Giants. Jones in shotgun, 3 wide receivers to the far side of the field. He drops back to throw. They run a little bunch formation and then leak the back out of the backfield, and he is wide open for a big play. First down. First down and 10. Jones back in shotgun. Receiver goes in motion. The give is back in there now to the running back who's actually licked by Devin Witherspoon. Bangs him hard and sends him onto his back. He was just spoon-fed. That's right. You just been spoon-fed. 6:29 to go in the second quarter. Jones is going to run a hurry-up. Seahawks 4-man front, off coverage with the corners. Jones back to throw. Hits his man for an easy completion. Third down and short. You're making it easy on Jones when you do that. You're making it so simple for him at the quarterback position when you do that. I know we've got our tenants, man. I know we got our tenants, but the data was real succinct in what it told you about how to deal with Daniel Jones. And we had that one blitz earlier. Have you guys seen another blitz since then? Third down and 2. Here they come. They're bringing on 3rd and 2. What a weird timing to bring the blitz. I want to see the blitz, but 3rd and 2 is just going to make him throw to the hot route. Unless you're catching him completely unaware. I'm talking like 3rd and 8s, 3rd and 9s. I don't know. Yeah. All right. 1st and 10 for the Giants. They're on the other side of the field here. See if our Hawks can stiffen up now. We'll throw, dump pass here. Witherspoon makes a great play. Another second tackle he's made outstanding on this drive. Comes back on it looked like they were going to run a trick play there, the Giants were, where they're going to first throw it to the back there on the backfield and then have him throw it down the field. But Witherspoon pursued so fast in the play and got so quickly in the backfield that he was able to upend him. Let me see if he's doing that. Yeah, see, he was looking to try to throw the ball as he's got his hand like this, and then it goes in once he sees Witherspoon. I think that prevented potentially them trying to go for a big play there, the Giants. 8-yard loss on the play by Witherspoon. That's one hell of a TFL. Witherspoon already with 6 tackles in this game. 2nd down and 18. Jones dropping back to throw. He flicks it out very quickly here. Julian Love rallies up on the play to keep it to a short gain of about 3.5, 4 yards. Devin Witherspoon, 6 tackles tonight already, showing you more again why, he was the pick he is in this draft. So this kid's upside and future looks really, really nice. Third down and 14. Maybe a big play in this football game as it stands right now. 3 wide receivers for Jones. He's in shotgun. Running back to his side. Seahawks 4-man look here. They're going to try to just take the check down to the receiver. He's still on his feet. Finally drugged down to the ground. Short of the 4th down. Short of the 3rd down by a good amount here, but now within field goal range. And the Giants will bring out here, I'm sure, the field goal kicking crew on what will be a pretty long field goal here. 55-yard attempt for the Giants. Graham Gano is 41-61 on kicks over 50 in his career. Pretty good. And he's going to get this one through. He got it through. Just snuck it on the inside right part of the upright there. It was trailing away, but he was able to get it through. And the Giants will get on the board in this game 7-3. Oh, it was hooking and then it just held strong right at the end to kind of get through. Tough. He's been good at that in his career. He's definitely been a man when it comes to kicking those 50-yarders. He ain't scared of it. Feed Me More Seahawks, thank you for the $5 donation. Can we stop with the Jamal hate? It's not like he is out for the season. I'm going to get it a lot tonight, and I'm sure we're going to get in the post-game discussion dropped up a lot. I know that you may be sitting in a position, and to Feed Me More Seahawks' point, you may be finding yourself in a position of being really frustrated with Jamal, and that's going to cause you to lash out and say, it's time to cut him. I don't like Jamal. I hate this. Yeah, nothing's changing with the Jamal situation in the future. He's going to play throughout the season. There's no money to be saved by cutting him right now. I wouldn't advocate for doing that. It's tough luck with this coming tonight. It's not the ligament thing that's related to. It's not related to the shoulders or the fingers. It's something different tonight. It sucks with this that's happening to him, and maybe he just does have bad luck. But that determination will come at the end of the season. Not now, not halfway into the year, not just before the bye in week 4 of the year, but at the end of the season. And you might feel that way, but in voicing that you feel that way doesn't do a whole hell of a lot of good, because that's not going to change. Nothing's going to move in a different way of this. And he's going to be back. And by the way he played tonight, it looks like he might be able to come back and actually help us win some games for the short little amount we saw. But I've seen many a player get concussed on that very same play. It sucks that it happened to him in that moment like it did, but it does happen. And he will be back. Well said, Phoebe Morsiak. Garth, thank you for the $5. Says, Brando, your thoughts on Waldron electing to be on the sideline versus a bird's eye view in the press box? Pros and cons for either, I suppose. Well, the pros are that you're supposed to be able to see more of the field, and so you can see more of what's going on from a high level standpoint. When you get down the field level, the views are just not great, and you're having to rely on somebody else giving you their opinion of what they're seeing. So that's kind of the difference on the onset. Now, the plus side for being down on the sideline is that you can be there to talk to the players and get more of a direct interaction on what's working, what isn't working. A receiver can be like, look, run a double move on this guy. He's playing super aggressive. Or a quarterback who says, look, we just got to run the ball right now. You can get a little bit of that maybe through the mic, but the personal interaction, I think you just get more of a feel for maybe the truth of what's going on there in the moment when it's down there like that. And if you got a pair of eyes you can trust who sees the game, sees the same way you see it, then at that point, that would also then, inform you to, that would also inform you a little bit of you being okay with going down to the sideline to get those benefits from the sideline, because you got a guy up there seeing it just like you're seeing it. Drew Lock is on the sideline there with his helmet on, which leads me to believe there might be a chance we're seeing him here. Okay. So I don't know if we're going to make it through. Make it through this game alive here. I think we're down more starters at this point across the board collectively than we have on the field. 1st and 10, 3:05 to go in the second quarter. Drew Lock on the football field. He's going to roll out. Throw this just outside the grip of Jackson Smith and Jigba. 2nd down and 10. Interesting, you wouldn't just give him a quick rollout if you're Waldron here. Get him something easy to throw him. Get him into the focus of the game. All right. 2nd and 10. Gino's walking around, legs looking stiff. Empty look here for Drew Lock. 4-man front. He's going to run this one. He's going to run it strong and go get the first down. Nice job by Drew showing off the legs there for a first down. .245 to go. Seattle can steal a possession here as they get the ball at the other side of half. They've got 2 timeouts right now in this game. Drew Lock's going to go to a little bit of a hurry up here, again into an empty look. Giants going to bring a blitz. Got to see it coming, kid. They drop out of it. He flips it back over there to DK. DK running strong. Pulls his leg free. First down, out of bounds. Hawks right around midfield. Clock continues to wind now here. We'll see if the Hawks are going to try to get another snap off. And it looks like they're going to run this down and let this go, which, understandable. You want this to maybe finish up in a way to where, you either finish up getting points in this half or the Giants don't get the ball back in this half. And you try to set as much of the stage for that as you can here. So understandable why you wouldn't necessarily try to sneak in an extra play there. Wu-Tang Financial, thank you for the $5 donation. Says, hitter spoon. Hitter spoon indeed. He's shown you that tackling ability in this game. He's shown you why that is who he, kind of is. And he brings it even 190 pounds. He lays some thump. He's got that to him. You know, he's got that ability, and he's such a uniquely strong tackler for the position in a way you most especially do not see in the modern age. So I love it, man. Hit or spoon. Maybe that's the one that's going to stick here at this point, Wu-Tang. Sanchez, Sanchez, you got to have a big smile on your face out there right now, my man. My Drew Lock fan club, running the Drew Lock fan club in the chat for about a year now, looking for some Drew Lock time, is getting it, and your guy's doing pretty good. Sanchez, thank you. Says, thank you for the $5 donation. He says, finally, after 1.3 years and multiple donations. Oh, I knew he was going to say it. Put in lock. Appreciate the donations, brother. They're doing it. He's hey, I like the scramble. I like the throw to DK, recognizing the off coverage on DK. Keep it simple and easy. You know? Jackson might even drop that ball on the sideline. We got to go back and look at that one to be sure. But I know you're a happy man out there, Sanchez. Thank you for the donation. Mumbles, I appreciate another $5 from you as well. He says, starting to get suspect on the injuries in this game. Some of these hits from the Giants look like they're trying to get the guy injured. Yeah, the one on the Geno to the sideline definitely looks dicey, but I can't go to the necessarily dirty front on it because that's Geno as a runner there. You know, that's not Geno as a quarterback scrambling to the outside. Maybe he's going to throw it or not. That's him in full, I'm going to be a runner mode, and that's where Geno, you know, just drop. I know it's so hard from the quarterbacks because you see a lot of these guys do it where they see the ball tipped and they're like, I'll catch it and run with it. Just knock the ball down. No one ever rarely catches the ball and then runs for 20 yards. If it's knocked back into you, just knock it down. And that was really what caused to me more of, you know, that. But I didn't see some of the other ones that I haven't seen some of the replays on the other ones, I'll say. So I'm not sure, you know, what was what with that. But the injuries are definitely mounting, and we've got Geno now taken back on a cart. Looks like he's going to go get, I guess, an MRI or something in the back here. Started out 9-11 for 68 yards and a touchdown in this game. We'll continue to monitor that situation with Geno as it stands going forward. Right here, we've got Drew Lock with a 1st and 10 and 3 wide receivers. Giants looking to send some confusion his way. And Drew with a quick throw, just too far outside of the grip of Tyler Lockett. Drew a little jumpy on a couple of these passes here. And to be understandable, he's probably got the adrenaline cooking right now. Odd here a little bit of Waldron not giving him some just easy completions here, or maybe just try to run. You've got a backup quarterback in, putting him into empty looks and just having him try to make it the sling show around the football field might not be the best thing for the guy just walking onto the field. 2nd down and 10. Back to pass once again is Drew Lock rolling out. He's going to throw this back across his body. Miscommunication between him and Jackson Smith. I don't know what Waldron is doing with this play calling right now. That's the 15th passing attempt in this football game. You have 3 carries through the first half. The Seattle Seahawks have seemingly determined that they are going to throw the ball 24/7 on this Giants defense, even with a backup quarterback in the game. They are 0 for 3 on 3rd downs tonight, partly because they find themselves in so many 3rd down and long situations, partly because of some sort of weird enamored fascination with trying to throw the ball 24/7 in this game. 3rd down and 10. Flushed out of the pocket once again. Finds Noah Fant wide open. Noah Fant still up the football field. Noah Fant still going. Noah Fant drugged down. Touchdown. It looked like he might have been pulled out of bounds with one leg, so we'll have to wait on the review. But Noah Fant just stayed in bounds and kept going. But again, we'll have to see where this call is going to land because he did look like he had a foot that was dragged right. No? How about here? Oof, it's close. Boy, we've got some close calls in this game. It's come right down to the chalk. I mean, I've never seen so many, in a short span of this game, how many times you've had these calls go right down on his foot landing, just right. But they're just, maybe there's a smidge of grass. Maybe it's white. Here he comes at the end with it. Boom. Oh, he looks like he's in. It looks like he's in. Okay, now does he actually get in with his feet? I got to wait to run the thing until we got confirmation. Yeah, they're going to review this, I think. They've not already looked at it. Well, if things fit to form here, this is going to be taken off. So, if we're reading the tea leaves, you know what I mean? Not being toxic, we're just saying, oh, he is short. Okay, he's short at the 2. Legit. Not complaining, not ranting. His knee is down at the 2. That's legit. Might work out in the Seahawks' favor a little bit. Maybe. Because there's still a lot of time on the clock here. You're giving back the Giants in the second quarter. Giants can actually call a timeout here, though, to stop the clock because that is still inbound. So you're going to get them to use one of their timeouts here. I would imagine that this is going to be at least 2 run plays in attempt to eat off. Maybe not 2. At least 1, you would think, to eat off one of the timeouts. Henry Diesel, thank you for the $5 donation. Says Drew Lock. Giants win. Well, he's got the 54-yarder now with Noah. I'm with you. I'm a little worried with it, especially when they're just having him throw the ball 24/7. But he's making it happen. He made it happen on that throw. This has been a wild first half. Absolutely just wild. 7-3 Seahawks. They will take over here at the 2-yard line with first and goal after the big catch and run there by Fant. They come out with a 2 wide receiver look. Bobo is in the game. Hand off to Kenneth Walker, who dashes forward and is going to get himself a touchdown. Stop, Bradford, stop. Giants are trying to goad some stuff tonight. Whoever said that they're being a little suspect, they're being suspect. This game got real chippy real fast. And I'm not surprised Bradford's got a defensive lineman upset with him about what he's doing. That went right over Bradford's side. Lineman's probably a little frustrated. He just had the rook give it to him. Especially looks like that's Lawrence. And you're right, Bradford don't back down to nobody. We'll see how they should be offsetting calls of flags. Because the Giant defender was sitting there instigating the hell out of that. I mean, he kept going on and on with that at that post play. I know Bradford goes right to the whistle, and that's, linemen aren't going to like that. All right, so offsetting calls. That's how it should be. They both got a little with it. Nobody was, everybody got a little emotional. Okay, double tech this thing, and then let's move it on. Let's see what Bradford did to Mr. Leonard Williams on this snap from above. Tasty. Yep, gave him the business. No wonder he's mad. He pushed him right out of that hole. All right, so we got it. Confirmation, let me run it. And Myers will kick through the extra point. Here we go, baby. Got ourselves a little tutty there. Ourselves a little touchdown there. Very nice to see. All right, well, Drew Lock, I was with you, pessimistic Henry Diesel on it as well, because Drew, he could be wild with it, but that was a nice throw to recognize Fant out there as he was. Kind of a blown coverage by the Giants, which you're going to have happen at times when you blitz this many guys like they do. You're going to leave open spaces and cushions out there on the field. And able to get it in there quick then after you got it down with Fant. With Kenneth Walker, only the 4th carry in this game. 16 passing attempts for your Seahawks here to begin things. Kind of an odd choice on their part coming in. I mean, maybe they just thought we're not going to be able to run with these backups in here very much. So, we got to just lean in the pass. But even once Drew was in there, it was just throw city, which, they didn't make it easy there on Drew with that. It was pure drop 5-7-step dropbacks where they're wanting him to scan right from the jump. But to his credit, he pulled it off. So, kudos to him. 14-3 Seahawks on top of the Giants now. 1:39 to go. The Giants are going to have 2 timeouts remaining in this half. This ball will be sent through the back of the end zone. Devo Martzall, thank you for being a member of the Hawks Nest for 3 months. Devo says, patron member from the beginning as well. That's right, Devo. I'm sorry. I forgot. I got to give you the credit as well as the patron. You're doubling down on that sucker. I appreciate that. For some reason, I'm not too worried with Drew out there. As long as he just leans into his legs in this game, doesn't feel like he's got to play this like Geno's purely within the pocket. Lean into your legs, especially with the Giants blitzes, because the Giants a lot of times blitz through where you'll see him be able to then get free then from in space and look down the field. Jones in shotgun now. Seahawks bring a little bit of a 5-man pressure look here. Julian Love is all over it, and he drags him down. Second down. Clock will continue to roll here. 2nd and 13. Jones going to continue to run a little bit of a hurry-up look here for them. Seahawks showing again a pressure look here. Bobby Wagner's coming. Oh, that ball was almost picked off by Tariq Woolen, and he is livid with himself. He jumped in on the route well and got his hands just underneath it. It was a tough catch, not easy, but just couldn't get his hands underneath there to make the grab. Oh, just barely. The Giants player was coming through. Wan'Dale Robinson came through as well, and he was able to knock into Woolen a little bit to kind of throw him off, I'm sure, there. But Woolen right there, close in coverage. And the Giants now have themselves in a 3rd and 11. 1:14 to go here from their 24-yard line. 4-man look here from the Hawks. Giants going to try to run it. Looked like the Seahawks were pretty ready for that. They stop up the play 3 or 4 yards. And this will bring us up to 3rd down. Hawks will call a timeout and get another chance with another possession. Kind of the tough part there with the Giants once they got to that 2nd and 13 is you go, okay, we got to be careful here. We might end up giving them another possession back on this as we're trying to get up the field to score. Brian DeBole and Daniel Jones having a bit of a moment over there. DeBole letting him know you should have done this or should have done that. Daniel Jones saying, I thought I should have done some thing, coach. I tried, coach, really hard and bad. I couldn't get it. Shouldn't make fun. These guys are not going away in this game. I know that. But I'm glad you don't have any worries out there, Devo. Let's see what Drew Lock can do with his second drive. First drive, touchdown. This drive, let's keep it under control. Let's make sure that we don't make, no major mistake here. You've got an 11-point lead. Let's let this DJ, just chill, DJ. Ooh, wee. Giants are so chippy tonight, man. They're definitely, I told you guys, cornered rabid animal. That's what we were going to get tonight. We had to match that energy to get this game. I'm seeing nothing but froth coming off the bottom of these Giants helmets. All right. 1st and 10, 53 seconds left to go. Hawks have 1 timeout remaining here. Good job by DJ Dallas there to keep his head, stay under control. It's a pretty good punt. This is tough field position with this amount of time. We'll see how aggressive Seattle chooses to be in this moment. Drew seeing some pressure there. Looks like he's looking to change and make a change on the play. He's going to give this out to Walker. Walker quickly slung down to the ground there by Oakery. And the Giants, it would appear, are calling a timeout. I don't think it's the Hawks calling a timeout there. Yeah, it would appear the Giants did. So Giants will be left with 1 more timeout, 48 seconds to go. That was a loss of 1 on the play. Samuel Carlson, thank you for the $2 donation. Says, Locke looks like he's having fun and is relaxed. You saw a nice smile with him and Carroll on the sideline before he went out there. I think that's indicative of a kid that is, feeling okay. Certainly going to get a touchdown drive, your first drive out. Doesn't mean that you're, in an erratic state and nervous. I think with Waldron in this game, I just try to put him in positions here for success with this lead in this game. Not to say don't throw it, but just use him in ways to really give him, especially to get him into the kind of the rhythm you'd like to get a quarterback if you're starting the game to get into. A little bit like that. You got 2nd and 11 here, 49 seconds left to go. Drew Lock back under center here. 3 wide receiver look from the Seattle Seahawks. Another give here to Kenneth Walker. He's going to try to bounce this outside. You got to stay in bounds, kid. And he does not. Interesting call to an outside zone run there to the short side of the field, which then sent your runner into the out of bounds mark. Waldron's been a little weird today on the play calling. He's usually been so on point this year, but it's been a little bit like this today. You need to keep the guy in bounds. You want the Giants to burn a timeout. You run a wide zone to the short side of the field. He's going to end up in the out-of-bounds marker, if he's trying to stretch that run, which we know Walker's going to do there. 3rd down and 8. Lock and shotgun. He's got a heavy blitz package he's looking down the barrel of right now. Giants look like they want to bring everybody. Instead, he's going to give this ball off to the back. Back will carry it up here into space. And this will bring us down to 4th down. The Giants will use their final timeout. But this is a small little thing, but this is a major mistake by an offensive coordinator there. Because if you're going to run it twice here, you can take it down then to the 5-second marker. You can move it all the way down at that point. And instead, you got Waldron running the outside zone there, which is just going to, you now eliminate the ability to eliminate this half, and you're giving now them a real good, capable chance of going up there and getting a field goal, if not more here. Offensive play call, you got to be aware. It goes beyond just making the play calls. Be aware of the situation and timing and what's going on. And that was an absence of awareness right there. Bring in Charbonnet, hammer him up the middle on 2 A-gap runs, ham him up the middle again, take it down to 3 seconds, punt it a million miles into the air, and let's get into halftime. You don't have to overthink that too much there, especially starting out on your 15-yard line, 14-yard line. All right, Dixon here with the punt. Giants have been close a couple of times. Let's see if they can keep them back here, and they are close again. They ram right into the punter, Dixon. He still gets off a marvelous punt. I don't know how he did that. He just got ham-boned back there. And this is going to be an obvious flag on the Giants. We'll see if they do the running into or the full meal deal. I think even the running into gets Seattle a 1st down here. Giants have been very aggressive tonight. Very aggressive tonight in a variety of different fashions and try to make this game happen. And you see it there, especially and they've been close because they're sending everybody. They're sending the house. And so that will lead to a 1st down for the Hawks. See how much yards they give him. I mean, he did it. He ran into him. And he knew it. He knew it the second he did it. He went, yay. Yeah. You done it. You done it. First and 10. Seahawks have 1 timeout now. 31 seconds remaining on the clock. Seahawks are on the 22-yard line. They may just run this ball out. They're coming up with Locke under center. They may just call this a day. Walker gets to the edge, though. Gets himself a 5-yard carry and out of bounds. Smoothly bouncing that to the outside. Second down and 6. Giants with 155 yards in this game. Seahawks with 147. Jake Bobo goes in motion. The give is back into Walker. He's going to dance inside here and get drugged down about a yard short of the 1st down. We'll see if Seattle chooses to call a timeout here. Looks like they have. Kind of not sure if they want to kind of push or not here, You kind of feel like they're kind of, let's maybe just get to half, but maybe let's try to go see, let's just see if maybe, there's a little bit of playing footsies here with whether we want to kind of push this or not here at the end of half. $14-3 Seahawks, 19 seconds to go in the second quarter, 3rd and 1. Hawks still pretty deep in their own possession here, nowhere near field goal range. No timeouts now. The give's going to be to Walker. They're just going to see if maybe he could do something as far as break free. Gets the first down, but nothing else really there to be had. And this will finish off what was a action-packed, wild kind of first half overall, I think. A lot of flags from this officiating crew. But Drew Lock comes in and manages to usher in a touchdown drive after Geno Smith goes down to a knee injury. Hopefully Geno's not in too serious a shape there, as it was nice at least he's able to walk on it versus them having to just purely cart him off. The Giants have been a chippy team in this first half. They are playing right on the line of that. Are we getting into a dirty place? Or are we getting into kind of, we're just trying to fight for our lives here? We're fighting for our season's life here. And I think it's probably more of the latter than it is the former. But they are definitely giving you all they got, even though you're up by 14-3 here. And I think the score doesn't quite reflect necessarily how close this was in the first half, benefiting with that fumble as you did have. And having a big play with Fant there, it wasn't a matter if you were just giving to him the whole first half. You made the most of your opportunities, no doubt about that. But certainly this is a game where, defense has done its job. Secondaries look great. Devin Witherspoon, Reek Woolen out there looking good as well. Daniel Jones, 14-17, so he was accurate, 121 yards. But it did feel like you had them kind of, again, having him just throw sort of little check down throws and whatnot. He had that one deep throw he threw to the running back, kind of leaking out of the backfield, but didn't feel like he was really, hammering you too much. It's funny. They're going to give Devin Witherspoon 2 sacks in this game. So Devin Witherspoon gets 2 sacks because, as I was saying about that trick play in the first half, where it looked like the player was taking the quarterback stance. It was Paris Campbell, and he started to look like a quarterback. It looks like the officiating, the number crews onto that noticed that as well. So now they're calling that a sack. So just for the record, all you Jalen Carterites out there, just for the record, okay, just let the record show. Devin Witherspoon has more sacks than Jalen Carter. Let's go! Dun, 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 dun. Woo! I'm behind on my chat. Don't know. Sorry, guys. That was a crazy half. There's a lot to break down there. Devo Martell, thank you again for being a Hawks Nest member and a patron member for so long. Folks, you can be either a member or patron. A lot of added benefits to you, including PFF grades for your Seahawks and a Thursday show, Thursday night football just for you guys there. We all just kind of meet up and hang out. So thank you for that, Devo. Appreciate you, man. Multiple support over and your donations. Samuel Carlson says, looks like Locke's having fun and he's relaxed. He did look pretty relaxed back there. I like the decision-making off the gate. Missed just a couple of throws, but they were really close. Adrian XA, thank you for the $2 donations. As I got more excited with Locke there. Love me Geno, by the way. Hey, well, a lot of people have thought Drew Lock can do somewhat of the same type of stuff that maybe we saw from Geno Smith, that he can rise in that way, that the first chapter of his story is not the full total of his story. And I think that very well could be the case when it ends up coming to Drew Lock. He's younger than Geno, that's for sure. But he certainly is, just like with Geno, one of those quarterbacks who kind of gives you the full skill set, at least as far as the physical abilities go. They can move, they can throw on the move. They can throw with both velocity and accuracy. They throw a pretty ball, both free and easy kind of throwers. They check a lot of the boxes for what you look at in the quarterback position. Snail, thank you for the $2 donation. Says, what is the deal with shotgun on goal line? I don't know. It's another little weird spot with Waldron here through this year so far in our red zone usage and what we try to do with red zone. We don't, it was nice to see at least at the end there, they just decided to went into Walker with it. But maybe some of it too is just a little bit here, Snail, early in this year. He doesn't trust his line. He's going, I've got 2 backup tackles. I've got a backup right guard. I think we've got a backup left guard in there now. I know the center's beat up. He's got his whole offensive line kind of beat to hell, so he's probably trying to manage around it, I would say, a little bit too, with his play calling, and maybe that includes some shotgun there. So if a block is blown, the quarterback or running back can see it coming. But they definitely have had a little bit of strange calls in the first half as far as some of the play calling goes. I wouldn't have expected, I certainly would have thought you maybe threw more than you're going to run against the Giants. I don't think I would have thought it being at, we're right now, the runs at the end averaged it out because you gave Walker some carries there at the end of the half. That kind of made it look a little bit better. But through most of that half, it was quite a big disparity between the number of times you threw and the number of times you ran it. I hope Gino's okay, man. Deckhand Doug, thank you for subscribing to the channel. Deckhand Doug, I appreciate you joining the Hawks Nest. And we're trying to get on the road here, folks, to 15,000 subscribers this year. And we're cooking along. We just passed 13,600. But you can help us get there by subscribing today. I also want to thank sponsor of this show, Underdog Fantasy. Underdog Fantasy for the next 48 hours, thanks to my fellow 12s out there, my fellow subs out there who've gone out there and used my code that you can click down in the link. You use my code. They said, we like what we're seeing from your peeps. Here's an even better deal for them. I said, you got an even better deal for my peeps? They said, yes, we do. I said, what's that? It says, we will match now on a first deposit up to $500 when they use your code, up to $500 first deposit. That's huge. $500. I just get to put $500 there. Yeah, you get to put that in their pocket. So when you're able to use the code, there are limitations. Certain states you can't, certain states you can. If it's a state that you can use my code now between now and October 4th, and you can have $500, up to $500 matched on your first deposit. Thank you to Underdog Fantasy for sponsoring the show and showing the Hawks Nest a lot of love this upcoming year. Mumbles, thank you for the $5 donation. Says, if you need more evidence for the refs, see the last punt of the half. What the hell was that? No flag? Also, Giants trying to play dirty, clear as day. Yeah, if I'm Carroll, I'm definitely talking to the team in this halftime, and I'm saying, guys, look, they're obviously going to play this way a little bit tonight. That's what they've decided to do. And so we've got to keep our heads and play under control because they're the ones who are going to play. They're the ones kind of wilding out on this. We can't be in that area of it. Play under control, play with ferocity, but don't let them, buy you into doing something stupid. And I think that shot on DJ Dallas, there's a lot of games where you see that kind of play, and a lot of officiating crews are going to call that on that play. And when that happens, and let's remember, that's a big call then, because if that's an unnecessary roughness call, that's 15 yards, and the Seahawks go from handing the ball off there to throwing the football. And I agree with you on that. I see it the same way with that, where it's, and the officials, they're going to be what they're going to be today a little bit. We got some calls going a little bit back in our favor to agree, but man, that first half was pretty tough on some of those. Some of those were somewhat legit. Some were a little bit like, come on, just let them play. Let's let them play. But thank you, Mumbles, and agreed with you 100%, man, on that one. 100%. Randall McDaniel in the house. What's up, Randall? Appreciate you too, brother. It's good to see you. Says, how about that defense? Gino's going to be just fine. P letting Locke sling the rock. Big boy Bradford nasty versus future teammate. Oh, Randall, you packed a lot in that donation, man. I love it. I do think Gino's going to be fine just on the fact that he was walking. What fine means, as far as if that means a couple weeks or a month, he'll be back this season based on the fact he was moving around back there. Pete definitely let Locke go with it, man. Not scared at all to let Locke let it loose, which is cool to see. It's a little scary. I'm a little worried with all those throws. I love Locke. He's throws a great ball, but he can scare the ever-loving crap out of me at times. And Bradford, I did a video on him last Sunday. I'm sure you saw Randall on Sunday. You were there in the stream, and you saw it last week against him with Carolina. He's a big, mean man, and he is very strong, and he's uniquely strong, even for a guard. I know those guys are always. This guy's even more uniquely strong for that, and you could see on that play what he did with Leonard Williams. Is he gave it to Leonard Williams on that snap. That ball is going over his side. That's a touchdown run right over the back of Leonard Williams, who's supposed to be more of a run-stuffing kind of defensive tackle in the way that he's put together. And you saw it wasn't a lot of push, but it was enough push to create enough of a hole when you only need 2 yards to get in the end zone to get the score. And so I get why he's frustrating some of these defensive linemen. They're like, I'm going against a rook, and this rook is eating my lunch. Like he's taking the Jell-O off my plate. He's not even leaving me the chicken nuggets. My God, man. My God. But I appreciate the dono, Randall. Thank you so much, man. It's going to be a fun half, I think. That felt like a whole game in that half alone. I'm already a little bit spiritually spent. Russell Marquis says, with a $2 donation, do you think Geno is okay? I'm definitely making a guess here because the only guys that can know are they're taking him back, probably having him look with the MRI, taking a look to see if there's any damage. My only guess on this would be that it could be like an MCL thing, but it's probably not a torn ACL, because if you have that happen like that, it's real rare that you get the guy walking around like that on the sideline trying to like work it out. You know, those guys tend to seem to know, well, like, oh, it's something bad happened. No, it's something legit went down. So I think he's okay, but probably out for the rest of the game, I would imagine, at this point. Thank you for the donation, though. I do appreciate you on that. What are you trying to do? What are we trying to do? Huh? I don't even know what you're trying to do right now. I don't know. Jeffrey, thank you for answering my call and becoming a member of the channel. I do appreciate you for that, Jeff. Lou, I appreciate you for becoming a member of the channel. Welcome aboard the Hawks Nest. And again, Lou, keep an eye on your community post. That's where you'll see some of the grades come out from the stream, and then that's also where you will see me posting for the Thursday night link. So keep an eye out over there, Lou, but thank you for becoming a member. Connor Oswagler, thank you for the $2 donation. Says Witherspoon is 0.5 sacks away from Carter. Is Carter got more than, did I misrepresent it? Does Carter got more than 1.5? I thought I saw he only had 1.5. Let me see. Let me make sure I'm accurate, because I can sometimes be inaccurate. No, he's beating him right now. They recredited Devin Witherspoon with the sack. So what I'm really trying to say is that he's a better pass rusher than Jalen Carter, if you really break down these numbers. Let me trigger the Jalen Carter folks in the chat. Oh, let me be mean with it. Thank you for the $2 donation. Mumbles, thank you for the $2 dono. It says, we put Brown at guard and brought in Oluwatimi. Makes sense. That makes sense. And that's a smarter move. You just had McClendon Curtis added to the club. So he's got to not be super familiar with the playbook, not to mention you probably trust where he's at as far as performative level if you put him on the field. Nice thing here is this is part of the benefit of having Brown, is you had a guy with some versatility in what he brought between center and guard. And because your guard situation is so lean, he's the best option right now, whereas Oluwatimi is probably not the biggest of drop-offs from Brown in his level of play if he's brought in there. So smart, makes sense. And the offensive line's getting mighty thin. Dear God, let's get through this half. You know what I mean? Let's get through this half. It was once said, pro football is like nuclear warfare. There are no winners, only survivors. Certainly feels like that tonight, doesn't it? David Pugh, thank you for the $2 donation. Says, why do I believe in Drew as much as I do? You're not alone, Drew. You're not alone out there. You got Randall feeling good about him. I know Sanchez feeling good about him. I don't have to question that. There's a lot of folks out there that feel pretty good about Locke coming in here and having a chance. And I don't think that he's far away from Geno Smith and his ability and what he can do on the field. Geno's a little bit of an older player and a little bit smarter with the blitzes and the reading of things. And it looks like Geno's back out throwing here, so he might be back out this next half, ready to roll. But he's definitely capable. That's the thing with it, is that he's a capable guy. And as we saw with that Denver situation, you know, a big part of what's happened with Russ and being under so much duress and him going to Denver certainly informs us a little bit more easier now that, Drew Lock was under that avalanche as well. Not many quarterbacks are going to play well under that kind of avalanche of pass rush. And we've got the beginning of the second half starting off now. DJ Dallas is going to return this because he's mad about getting pushed. He's like, I'm taking this ball back. He gets it up to the 27-yard line there, no doubt frustrated after he got kind of it was a line hit. It was on the line, I guess. We'll put it nicely. Say it was on the line. But David, it does look like we're going to get a Geno back out on the field here to begin things at least. We'll see how that knee holds up. Eric 810, thank you for subscribing to the channel. I do appreciate you, Eric 810, for subbing on up to the channel. You are awesome for doing so. 1st and 10 now for the Hawks. Up 14-3 in this game. Geno back out under center. 3 tight end look out for the field here for the Hawks on first down. First carry here into Kenneth Walker to begin things. We'll see if the Hawks maybe start to slide and try to ease in a little bit more into the running game in the second half. He's going to get himself about 4 or 5 yards on an inside zone run. Mumbles, thank you for the $5 donation. Says B, you know when you take someone's lunch, you start with the chicken nuggets and the barbecue and his barbecue sauce. Also, I think Geno will be back by next game. Bet. Well, he's back by. Well, your bet was right. He's back already sooner than that. Oh, they gave him 5 yards there for Walker, by the way. So 2nd and 5. 14:20 to go. Geno and pistol here. He's going to throw it out to Tyler Lockett. Lockett drugged down, but not after he gained a little bit. We do have a flag. It looks like that's going to continue. This is starting to get a little bit much. Can we get away with, now I'm going to do the conversation they're having. Can we get away with charging them again? Yeah, we can get away. We got another 7 or 8 flags we can call before they're going to really notice. Everyone will say if anybody bitches or moans about it, that just, what are you, conspiracy guy? Is that what you are? You're a conspiracy guy? It wasn't blatant though. I know, but we can call it. They won't know. What are they going to do? What are they going to do? Stop watching? Hell no. So the Seahawks with an ineligible man downfield on the play. Jay Curhan down blocking a little bit too far. Let's see here with Jake. I'm not even sure what Jake was doing, if he was even blocking. He just kind of ran out into the secondary and didn't. I don't know what. 2nd down and 10. Geno back in shotgun. Giants showing a pressure-based look. Geno recognizes it, points it out, audibles it up, drop it back to pass. Going to let it loose. It's got Tyler Lockett there. Lockett tries to catch the ball and fall backwards into the 1st down marker, but he is going to be just a little bit short. This will bring up 3rd down and short. 3rd and we'll call it 1. Nice job by Kenneth Walker on the blitz pickup there. He sunk his head right in there and picked up that blitz nice to allow Geno to get that ball off. I hear you, kitty. 3rd down and 1, play action pass. He's got he's got Lockett. Great little levels concept going there for the Seahawks. You had 2 crossers being run. Disley running a short crosser. Lockett running a long crosser. Lockett doing a little trash talk too. Nice levels concept there by Waldron to give Geno 2 different levels to look at there. He had Disley open. He went for the deeper pass. We got another flag? We got to be kidding me. What is going on with the flags? What's up, Momo Moon? It's good to see you. Holy Lord, dude. I hope the national audience is seeing this as clear as we're seeing this. I mean, give me a break. How do they expect people to watch the game when this gets this obvious? Anything good happens, here's another flag. Got to stop them, hold them back. It makes watching the game so brutal because you just can't celebrate anything good. You're waiting for the officials to pull the flag out from under you. Give me a break. Kenneth Walker in the open field, still on his feet, running angry up the middle for a 15-yard gain, a 1st down. Suck it, refs. Suck our tea bag right on your lips. Call that one back, Jagoffs. Nice job of blocking by the interior of the offensive line. Bradford getting things sealed in there. Curhan getting things sealed up in there, creating a nice little lane in the run game for Kenneth Walker. Seahawks beating both the Giants and the referees in this game tonight. 1st and 10 from the 39-yard line in Giants territory. Pitch out wide. Charbonnet's out in the open field, and he's motoring. Hammer him. Yeah. Give him that punishment. You dirty little sons of bitch. I'm going to get mean with this here. Charbonnet finishing the run like he tends to do, putting that shoulder down. Laying that jackhammer down. Give it to him. Big hole there against the Giants. Love the finish there. 1st and 10, 11:09 to go here in the third quarter. Geno back under center. 3 tight end look here for the Seahawks. Back to Charbonnet. He's going to get slung down to the ground for a loss of about a half yard. Nice play by the linebacker, Oakrey of the Giants, flashing into the backfield. Giants read that play kind of far, far away on that one. They saw that kind of coming. Geno in shotgun. 2nd down and 11. Walker goes in motion. He's going to throw it underneath to Tyler Lockett, who makes the catch. And this will again bring up now 3rd and short. Nice job by Geno. Quick decision making. Found Lockett sitting down in the zone. Worked it in there quickly to him. Seahawks going with a little bit of a hurry-up look here against the Giants now, not letting them get a substitution in. Giants with some communication stuff at the start of the snap here, trying to talk and get everything gathered. Quick handoff into Kenneth Walker here. He's got nowhere to go there on that play. Giants read it well and were able to sniff that out on a 4th down. So you have 4th and 1. What does Carroll decide to do here? I just saw him mouth the word "do it," so I don't know what that meant. If that means do it, go for it, or do it. It looks like they're going for it. 8-play drive, 57 yards. I love the big balls Pete in action here. Let's see if they're going to go for it, or if maybe they're going to try to get the Giants to jump off sides. 4th down and 1 yard to go. Geno under center. Giants stacking up the line of scrimmage with as many bodies as they can find. Charbonnet with the... Oh! Charbonnet drops the ball on 4th down, but we do have a flag on the field. Did we get a flag in our way? Let's see. Dare I dream? A lot of talking for the officials after the play, like the flag gets thrown, and it's a lot of just discussing through the flag, as opposed to, yeah, that's the call to make, then go with the flag call. Yeah, then they take the flag away once again. Once again, we get the flag call taken away. How many times has that happened in this one game? They've wiped a flag off the board for us just alone. Ish. Yeah, not a good throw. Not the greatest to throw. I like Pete being aggressive there. I ain't going to get mad at it if it didn't work. Be aggressive with it. Try to put this game away. If you get a touchdown 21-3, there's no chance that, in my opinion, Daniel Jones is going to find 3 touchdowns in this game. If you put a field goal up on the board, I think there's still a good chance that Daniel Jones can find 2 touchdowns in this game if they get through on a couple of drives. So I think from Pete's angle of that and his decision-making, I got to say that's still the smart choice to go with. The field goal, I don't know, gets you a whole hell of a lot other than ensuring a tie if they get the 2 touchdowns back to you, you know? And yeah, it wasn't the best of passes there, that's for sure. And Mumbles, when they're taking the nuggets and barbecues, they're just going with whatever they want to grab at first. That's what the real bosses do when they're taking the lunches. Some of them start with the dessert first. The true savages. Samuel Carlson, thank you for the $2 donation, says, Zach Charbonnet. That's right, man. The bouncer, Zach Diesel, Truck Charbonnet, the Cambodian beef stick, the Charbonnator, Charbazard, Bulldozer, Full Metal Zach, Neo Beast, the Zach Hammer, and the Zactical Nuke. It all applies. But thank you for that dono. Mumbles, thank you for the $2 donation. Says, I'd love that paycheck the refs got for this game. Yeah, me too. Me too. This is wild to watch, frankly, by the way. Because it's the full meal deal you're getting tonight. You're getting the flag show on us. You're getting we call the flag on them, but then let's wipe it out after we all get together and group around and get reminded of the fact that we're not supposed to call flags on the Giants tonight. It's happening on plays where there's not a flag where you normally would see a flag, like DJ Dallas getting just dropped to the ground all of a sudden as the play is coming to an end and the official looking right at him and doesn't call the flag. It's wild. It's kind of wild tonight. You're getting that full package of of adjustment, and I'm still waiting for the moment where this kind of starts to balance out a little bit and how it feels so that I don't have to lean into this and say that this is how it feels, but holy crap, man. Daniel Jones back out onto the field here now. Going to take over from a 16-yard line. Drops back to throw, looking short. Quandre Diggs rallies up fast and turns that into a very short completion. Nicely done on his part. 8:49 to go in the third quarter. Daniel back in shotgun with a hurry-up look here. Jesus, Seahawks defenders are just sliding off Jones. Gosh, he got back to the line of scrimmage there. It seemed like 3 different Seahawks had a chance at him, and it was like he was greased up. Their fingers just slid right through him as he was going through the pocket. He's hard to bring down, is that kid. Draymond Jones with the nastiest spin move you ever saw, which got him back there. Then Jaron Reed had a chance. 3rd down and 7 now. Seahawks showing a blitz look up at the line of scrimmage here. Daniel back under pressure, and that's what I'm talking about. That's a sack. B-Wags getting back there. Hawks dialing up the pressure on Daniel Jones and bringing up then guys to not leave him an easy completion there. There's 2 things working in great conjunction on that play, both the blitz on the front side, and then you'll notice you've got, I believe it was Julian Love creeping up to the hot route read for Daniel Jones. Daniel wants to go to no, he was looking to the right side. I thought he was looking to Waller, but he's actually looking to the right side of the field there. But maybe he's seeing Julian Love creep up, took that read away purely from him. So here's a punt by the Giants. This will send DJ Dallas back far. We have another flag here on this play. DJ Dallas is going to bring this play up, but I'm guessing this will be a 10-yard holding penalty on the Hawks. I'm just going to anticipate that as we go through the game on these so that it saves you some time. In the name of efficiency, as they say. Oh, holding on the Giants? Oh, maybe we're going to get some balancing of the scales here. I'll stop complaining about officials. Sure. 7:25 to go here. See what the Seahawks might just take that punt return, frankly, and add the yards to the punt or decline it. Is DJ Dallas with a nice return there up to the 50-yard line. And the Hawks having success defensively in this game, having success defensively on this game in the back of pressure-based looks and getting Daniel Jones uncomfortable. That's some of the key moments in these stops in this game is you being willing to go to that and lean on that at times. Draymond Jones coming to life a little bit on that drive. It's good to see. Jonathan, thank you for the $2 donation. Says, hand Anthony Bradford the ball on 4th and 1. Who's getting in his way, Jonathan? I ask you. Who's tackling that meat truck? That's a 27-footer you got right there. That's 5 tons of man coming downhill at you. Good luck. Good luck. I'm with it, Jonathan. At least at fullback. Let's at least line him up at fullback occasionally. He could pull it off. He's got that in his bag. You know he does. Wu-Tang Financial with the $2 donation says, are the refs paid by the flag now or what? It's a bonus package program, you know. It's every 5 flags. So they're just trying to get that bonus kicked in a little bit, I suppose. It feels like you're trying to keep New York alive, but I mean that's just the feel of it. Feels don't mean facts. But holy hell, yeah, that's our 6th sack in this game, folks. Credit to the defense today. 6 sacks in this one. Quite a 6 sacks. I knew we were playing good, but whew. Jordan Brooks with 2. Devin Witherspoon with 2 sacks. Bobby with a sack. Mario Edwards Jr. who's got himself 1. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. All right, Gino. Let's lay this baby to bed. Give him the baba. Give him the blanket. Let's get a touchdown drive here. Get this sucker Get this sucker figured out. Okay, Seahawks start on the 40-yard. They got to add the penalty yardage, so they're on the 40-yard line of the Giants. First down, handoff to Charbonnet. He's going to wind hard down to the sideline there and get a gain of about 5-6 yards. Good run there by Zach Charbonnet. Second down and 5. 6:52 to go in the third quarter. 3-man backfield here for the Hawks. Looking to throw. Ball gets tipped. And it'll be incomplete. This will bring up 3rd and 5. Boy, Simmons got the tip there for the Giants. I don't know if he doesn't get his hand on that ball. That's definitely a play that might end up going for a lot. I think the Hawks caught them at the right time there. Yeah, you had a heavy blitz. Well, there was a man out there, but it's one-on-one at that point with Charbonnet and the guy defender out there. Giants definitely being willing to bring the house here. That wasn't just that 5-man package stuff you're seeing last week from the Niners game. They're looking to bring many, and it looks like they're doing again here on 3rd and 5. Geno and shotgun. Charbonnet up around the A gap for the double A gap pressure the Giants are showing. Geno back under pressure here. Throws it down at the feet of Tyler Lockett. We've got another offensive lineman down on the ground here for the Hawks. It looked like injured. We'll see who this is. Evan Brown getting up a bit gimpy after that play. We have 4th and 5 for the Hawks. I'm guessing they're going to try to bring out the field goal unit here. Pressure came up over on the side there. Stone Forsythe lost his man. Jason Myers now will attempt to come out here. He's 29 of 44 in his career, 66% on 50-plus yarders. The kick is up. The kick is drifting right. The kick is no good. Myers misses the kick there, and absent last week's game, the rough start to the year, but still continues here for Myers. Boy, he pushed that one right to the left. I'll be back, folks. 1 second. Alrighty. Mick Fuhrer, thank you for the $5 donation. A flag going our way. They must have realized that even with all of their help, the Giants offense still can't capitalize. Thanks for the $5, man. And yeah, the Giants offense is definitely trying to find itself here today. And, you know, they've got some points they were running the ball pretty good to start things. You look at Jones on a stat line, 15 of 18, 124 yards. You know, he's not really trying to do much of pushing the ball up the field. I think we've done a good job of confusing some things for him and not making it always clear as to what we're doing. I like the mixing up in this game, it feels like, with the coverages to a degree. But Yeah, you definitely have done a good job overall defensively in this game. Secondary holding it down, the blitz game showing up. It's been tremendous. It's been just tremendous in this game. And let's see if the defense can keep it going here as the offense is still trying to kind of find itself in this half on the first couple of possessions. Jones dropping back to pass here, quickly out the gate. He's got Witherspoon pursuing him. And that might be, is that a fumble? I don't know. He was surprised by how fast Witherspoon got on him as he was in pursuit. He almost got his third sack there. And Witherspoon tried to get his hand in there to pull out the ball and force a fumble, and it looked like he just about did. And Jones able to throw this ball, so it was a throw, but nice job there by Witherspoon in pursuit. 2nd down and 10. 6:22 to go here in the third quarter. The Giants find themselves around about the 40-yard line in their own territory. The give is inside on the run play here. Boy, great job by Mario Edwards, and he might get called for a face mask there. So he got his hand in there to try to make a play and just caught mask. Sometimes that'll happen. It's a big 15-yarder there, though, as his head whipped around. Bobby was right there to make the play, too. That makes it tough, as Bobby would have just had that completely sealed on up. $6:15 to go here in the third quarter, 1st and 10. The Giants now on the Seahawks side of the field at the 41-yard line. Three wide receiver look here for the Giants. Dropping back to pass, Seahawks bringing pressure-based look again here. Jones is going to get dragged down as he has again. Nice job by the Hawks defense. Cameron Young making the play by the Rook there. Jones trying to gather back up to the front side of the pocket there as he was feeling the pressure from Bobby Wagner. And Cameron Young was able to collect him and drag him down. I don't know if it's technically going to be a sack there, as it's right about where the play started at the line of scrimmage. But tremendous job there by Cameron Young, showing off some of that power there, just pulling him right down with one hand. He's a strong man. Fourth-round pick this year for your Hawks. Jones back in shotgun, 2nd and 9. He's going to try a quick throw here out, and he'll complete that for a 3rd down and short now. And you probably would figure that this is 2-down territory for the New York Giants as it stands right now. Michael Jackson in coverage on that play, as Witherspoon is currently off the field. So hopefully Witherspoon's not hurt. And Daniel Jones will keep it on a read option here for a 1st down. Yeah, Witherspoon's still off the field, so he must be banged up now. Golly, can we keep anybody healthy? 1st and 10, ball's given up inside. Draymond Jones and Boye Mafe keep Matt Breida to half a yard gain. Boy, I hope Spoon's okay. Hope this is just they're giving him a break or something, maybe. We need this. This bye week is so well timed. Holy hell. All right, he is back out there. Thank God. 2nd and 9 here for the Giants. He is aligned in the slot on this play, by the way. Pressure on Jones. Able to get the throw off just as he's hit. Completed on Tariq Woolen for a short gain. This will bring up another 3rd down and short. The Giants are operating here where they're going to start to, I think, feel like they can dink and dunk. The Hawks are dropping into depth on their coverage to prevent the big play. And they know they're in 2-down territory. So being in a 3rd and 3, it's like 3rd and 3 with 2 downs to utilize, I think. 3rd and 3, the give is here to the running back. He's upended, so we'll see if I'm right on this. That's only about a yard gain. We'll see if now, as I believe, the Giants are just not even going to think about it and just go for it here. And this was in the plan all the way with this play calling by Dayball as he's gone up the football field. That's why he's kind of leaned into so much of the short stuff here in this game. So a very, very, very big play in this football game. 4th down and 1. The Seattle Seahawks defense got a huge 4th down stop at the very start of this football game. They find themselves in another given position. Do we get the brotherly shove from Mr. Daniel Jones? And what's going on here? Is it a timeout? Yeah, they had to call a timeout as it looks like there was only 1 second left on the play clock there. I think the Giants took a long time to kind of find the call that they wanted there. And now are they going to kick it? Well, they're going to talk it over. It's just Daniel Jones just making sure, Dayball's making sure he's got the details right with Jones. Thank you again, Mick Fuhrer, for that donation. I do appreciate it. Sam Fisher, thank you for the $5. Says, on a scale of 1 to Super Bowl XL, what's the level of PTSD you're getting from this referee crew? Solid 19 right now, Sam. Solid 19, but it might rise as this game goes along. Wait, check with me at the end of the game. Because I might be the full-on XL stage by that point. You never know. I reserve the right to freak out. Thank you for that donation, though, brother. Appreciate you. All right, 4th and 1. Jones up under center. It's a long 1.5 yards to get. Here's the play action. They're going to go out. He's got a man in his face. Boye Mafe loses the edge on him. Golly. Boye Mafe completely under control. Not under control there. He had a free Hawk defenders. We've got six sacks in this game. We could have like 9. We've had players right there freed up on Daniel Jones, and it's a testament to his ability to get out of trouble because he's just had guys one-on-one as defenders and been like, I'm getting away from you. You can't do nothing about it. I mean, Mafe had him right there centered up. Right up there, centered up, and just completely, Jones didn't even do really a move. He just kind of, I guess, looked him in the eye and just kind of went out wide. And it was a weird play by Mafe where he's not being blocked. He's got a free run at him, and he just completely loses the whole contain. Jeez. Jones tries a run here on 1st and goal. He'll be drugged down for 2nd and goal. 1:52 here on the clock in the 3rd quarter. $136. Second down and goal. Jones and shotgun. 3 wide. Wandale goes in motion prior to the snap. Jones drops back to throw, looks in Wandale's point. We got a pick. Devon Witherspoon is up the football field right now. He cuts it back inside, and he's still on his feet. He's about to get some help. He's still going down the field. 20, 30, 10, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Seahawks! Devon Witherspoon with a pick 6. Oh, my God. Woo! Devon Witherspoon at the goal line. Jumps the route with confidence. Heading up the field, taking his time. He hit cruise control about the 40-yard line. He dropped the top. He let the wind blow through his hair. And he said, okay, I guess I'll cut it inside now. And then he said, I want to go a little slower. Hey, some of my blockers, come on up here. Come on up here, help me out. All right, you got him. Worked his way back down the other side, took off the cruise control, tapped the brakes. And he's like, you know what? I'm just going to ride it into the end zone. No gas, no brakes. Let's just let the centrifugal force just guide it on through, baby. Just let it ride on through, baby. You know what I'm saying? I don't even need any gas right now. I already hit the gas. I already done the gas. Now we're just going to let the car roll to a stop in touchdown town. Woo! Let's go, Devon Witherspoon. Let's go, Spoon. Talk about a big play when you need it. And are there going to be any Jalen Carterites? Anybody going to be left after this game? Maybe so. Maybe we're going to be more of those. You guys finally okay with this kid now? Are we finally in a place where he's fine? He's okay? Huh? 6 tackles, 2 sacks, 3 quarterback hits, 1 pass defense. And 1 pick 6. Just a rookie, 4th game. Holy hell. What a play when you needed it in this game. I mean, the Giants go there, they score a touchdown. The trajectory of this game, the look of this game changes hugely with it. He read it all the way with what Jones was doing. He jumped that route with just absolute confidence. I mean, he was right on top of it. He saw it and he went, oh yeah. He was licking that chops the second I think Daniel drew back that ball to throw it. Daniel's going like this and Boone's going, yes, throw it my way. Corsos D. Gutierrez, thank you for the $2 donation. Says Jason Meyer misses. Wow, why can't he be consistent? Well, he's been consistently inconsistent throughout the course of his entire career. It's been just a bit of how he's kind of wired. It's not always enjoyable. It can be annoying, but it is just kind of who he is as a player. And last week he gave you the 5 for 5. This week he's just having a bit of a downside point, just a down week for him, I guess. He'll bounce back in 2 weeks from now, maybe. Give you guys a little breakdown on that play. You had kind of what were they doing there? Yeah, not the best of routes run there by the slot receiver there. He's running a little bit of a little quasi zipper route, and he just didn't run it with any kind of authority. Shout out to Julian Love there, getting down the field, allowing the kid to get in for a pick 6. Pete Carroll loving it. Get that kid some oxygen. He's had a hell of a game. Get him some oxygen. We're still going to need him here. Hawks now take the lead here, 21-3. And the Giants will take back over here. We'll see if the defense can make this hold up. There's still a lot of football left in this action. Devin flashing off the edge as a blitzer in this game, showing off the tackling ability, and then he gives you the last part. Hey, how about a pick 6 too? I'm feeling generous. Look at Tariq Woolen with his speed too. Just effortlessly gets to the leading point of the pack on that one. All right, 103. And an early run inside. Miles Adams in there, looking big and strong. Closes that up on that little A-gap run. 2nd down and 10, nowhere to go there. 48 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Jones back in shotgun, 3 wide receivers. Seahawks creeping down with a 5-man pressure look. They drop out of it. Jones throwing it underneath to, looks like you got Waller there, or Slayton for a first down. Short little catch. $18 seconds to go. 1st and 10 now. Pressure coming to Jones. He gets it off and completed to Mosert, who makes the catch for about a 5-yard gain. And this will be the last play of the third quarter. And that'll turn us over to the fourth. Mumbles, thank you for another $5 donation. I do appreciate you for all your donations tonight in support. Mumbles, you are awesome as you ever are. He says, man, those Progressive commercials are really helpful to not get a $2,000 bill from frustration. Well said. Well said. Thank you for the donation, brother. Jordan, thank you for the $5. Says, I think these refs just like hearing themselves at this point. Also, Spoon is the first rookie this season with a multi-sack game. Yeah, multi-sack game, and then he gets you the pick 6. I know your donation came in before that pick 6. He's even added on to it. Spoon having one of the better rookie cornerback games we've ever seen in NFL history here with his level play so far. It's been pretty outstanding across the board. He's filling up the stat column, as they'd say in basketball. But thank you, Jordan, for that $5 donation. And pretty impressive. I'm glad that they did term that as a sack too on the second one, Jordan, because you can see that the guy goes to, as the receiver starts to go like he's going to throw, and Spoon's so fast on top of him that he just goes, oh, I guess I'm just going to get tackled. So I'm glad they did rule it that way, because that's that is what it was. It was a sack. That guy's turning himself into a quarterback in that moment, and you got to rule it that way. So he's having an amazing game. Well, there's some defenders in this game across the board that are playing really, really well, though. There's a reason you kept this team to 3 points, and it's a variety of guys are showing up in this game, including really Draymond Jones looking good, Bobby Wagner looking good, Jordan Brooks, 8 tackles, 2 sacks, a tackle for loss, a quarterback hit. He's been really good as a blitzer here in this game, too. Got to give your props so far to defense. Now we just got to close this up. You got one quarter, 21-3. How are you going to call this if you're Carroll? Do you slide into soft zones and just make Daniel Jones try to pick him apart and bleed clock? What's going to be kind of their track that they're going to try to take? It will be interesting here. Very interesting. Thank you, though, Jordan, for that $5 donation. I appreciate it. Adrian X, thank you for the $2 donation. Says, Carter who? Yeah, I don't know. These people speak of this Carter. I don't know of any Carter. I'm beset in my mind by just the thoughts of Witherspoon. It's got me enraptured, you could say. I can't shake it from my mind. So, I don't know this Carter. Who is this Carter? Who's that? Jordan says, let's see Carter do that. Thank you for the $2 donation on top of your other dono, Jordan. And let's see Jalen Carter get a pick 6 in a game. Do that. All right, 2nd and 7 here. Daniel Jones under center, a rare occasion here. Hawks bringing another blitz with Witherspoon. Forces Daniel Jones to throw the ball quicker than he wanted. He gets the ball out to the back, but Witherspoon again showing how fast he can be on those blitzes. He was right back there in the kitchen of Daniel Jones. And Dable and Jones are having some very animated discussions over on the sideline. Dable looking very, very over the Daniel Jones experience at this moment. I'm watching his brown beard turn gray on the spot. 3rd and 5, Daniel Jones drops back to throw. Looks over the middle. This ball's knocked down. Looked like it was knocked down and caught. Wow, this has been one of those weird games. Ball's knocked down, but then caught by the offensive lineman. This will bring up 4th and 5, and I'm guessing the Giants are probably in go-for-it mode right now. Jaron Reed got his big paw up there. The lineman caught it. Brought down 4th and 5, and they are going to go for it. We might have game time right here. Daniel Jones dropping back to throw. 4-man front is what he's looking at here. He goes up underneath and does make the completion for a first down to Wan'Dale Robinson. Giants doing everything they can. They're using every dust down here. They're not going to leave a bullet in the gun. 13:36 to go. 1st and 10 for Daniel Jones. He's under pressure again. Hawks are back there. Hawks can't seem to get him. It looks like we're going to get a holding call or a face mask, one of the two. There's a lot of Hawk defender, and Hawks are already pointing as a hold here. Jaron Reed a little slow to get up, and he's going to remain on the ground, unfortunately. And it will be a holding call on the New York Giants. Replay of first down. Hopefully, Jaron's still on the ground. We'll see how he's doing. Coming into this game, of course, with that groin issue going on. He ended up sliding down. Awkwardly trying to... Oh, he banged his leg right into Darrell Taylor. Yikes. That's a scary kind of hit because it's one where it hit on the leg, or that can cause a fracture on the leg when it hits wrong. Hopefully Jaron's okay. Sam Fisher, thank you for the $5 donation. Says, fine. No more Jalen Carter talk for 10 weeks at least. That's right, man. That's right, brother. Let's let the boss a couple weeks of respite, man. At least a few. Sam, you're awesome, brother. Thank you for that double dono. Nick Craig has been a member of the Hawks Nest for 5 long months. Thank you for that long-time support. Nick says, I don't want to hear any more about Carter. Spoon has more sacks in a game and a pick 6. Defensive Rookie of the Year incoming. Yeah, everybody had already started to give it to Carter. Spoon said tonight, not so fast, suckers. I'm here too. I'm here too. And it's wonderful to see, Nick. I love it. I love it. The kid's really showing off what made him this pick, why that there were so many people that saw such really outstanding potential in him. Even though he is a 5'11", 190 guy, he's not your typical 5'11", 190 corner. Yeah. Mumbles, thank you for the $10 donation. I do appreciate you on that, man. Very, very kind of you, brother. Multiple donos over. I appreciate you so very much. That is unbelievable. He says, pick 6. Let's go. The Giants and refs need to go to the store, get something called Viagra to help them go shove it where the sun don't shine. That's where they can shove it after this game. Both of you guys, out of here. Get out of here. I'm with it, Mumbles. I love that energy, brother. And how about that pick 6? What a beautiful, beautiful, wonderful pick 6. It was glorious. It was glorious. I've seen nothing like it before. It was amazing. Thank you, man. Appreciate that donation. Random McDaniel with the $2 donation says, how about them apples? How about them apples? Suckers. Huh? You like that? You like that? Jaron back over on the bench. Nobody's tending to him. He's just kind of sitting there catching his breath. He's got to be gassed here. Hawks again bringing the blitz, and Bobby Wagner wraps up Daniel Jones around the shoulders. And he's going to get himself his second sack of this game. Hawks now with 7 sacks. Bobby Wagner coming in, bringing the pressure, bringing the heat. Fantastic job there, Bob. Bobby Wagner finding the car. Look at that. Just Bobby with a great swim move to free himself up. 3rd down and 28 now. And Daniel Jones is going to throw a little 5-yard route on 3rd and 28. Okay. You got to eventually try to push the ball up the field, champ. 13:28 to go here in the 4th quarter. This is going to be, well, I guess that was 2nd down. So they've got a couple downs here, I suppose. This will be 3rd down now. I misunderstood on that. My bad. I was like, well, that's, you're trying to go 4th and a mile here? Giants lost another lineman. Shane Lemieux is on the sideline with his helmet off. Pass rush, Uchenna Nwosu is there, and he will wrap up Daniel Jones quickly off the edge for yet another sack. It's a sack party, baby. Whoop, whoop. Sack party, baby. Whoop, whoop. Sack party, baby. Let's roll. Sack party, baby. Everybody gets some. Sack party, baby. Come on, come on. Sack party, baby. Uchenna gets some. Yeah. Here we go. Come on. Roll with me now. It's a party, baby. Everyone gets a slice. You know what I mean? Ain't no fun if the homies can't have none. Come on. Whoop, whoop. Giants fans heading for the exits. Whoop, whoop. Looking good. All right. Here's the punt now to DJ Dallas, who will fair catch it at the 25-yard line. The Giants, that was just too far to even try to go for it on 4th down. They went, or it's 4th and 62. Just punt it. Just punt it and let's get off this GD field, Daniel. Get off this GD field. I'm tired of you. That's my Brian Dibble. Tired of you, Daniel. You're ruining my effing coaching job. And now the officials are going to start calling flags on the Giants. It's too late. You guys are already dead to me in this game, okay? We're taking on 12 people in this one, okay? All the more impressive. MJ Seahawk, thank you for the $10 donation. Says Devon Witherspoon has arrived. Defensive Player of the Year. Defensive Rookie of the Year incoming, man. It's incoming. Thank you for that donation, brother. I know you guys are going to feel it tonight. Let's go. Duquan Quack 2498. Thank you for the $5 donation. Says Hitterspoon making waves on one of the biggest stages in the NFL. Monday night in New York. Straight fire. Oh, he's going to wake some people up tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning, there's going to be some people, some analysts, some pundits, some talking heads, folks like myself waking up saying, you better take notice of this kid. This isn't just your everyday, ordinary, average rookie cornerback that's a first-round pick. There's a reason this guy was a top 5. There's a reason this guy was viewed this way, not merely by your Seattle Seahawks organization, but by multiple organizations in this sport, including the Detroit Lions, who were right behind you on your pick at number 6, and who they themselves were so saddened, so distraught, so miserable. They were crying so many tears because they had that Witherspoon. He was going to be their sacred one. He was going to be their man. That was their pick at 6. And what did they do? They flipped out to 12 in the first round because they were so distraught. They said, just get us out of the place. Just move us back. Just move us back. It's fine. It's fine. We're going to go take DeAndre Swift. Thank God we jumped on it. It's looking like a hell of a pick right now. Sanchez, thank you for the $2 donation. Says, I'd hate to be the guy who staked his career on Daniel Jones. Yeah, I mean, you usually see coaches kind of under control, and if they're going to be mad at a quarterback, it might happen once in a game, and they're like, okay, I got to I'll get him behind closed doors. We'll talk this over. But there's been like 3 or 4 moments with Dayball going full eye roll, throwing tablets, giving Daniel Jones an earful. He's not happy with what Daniel's seeing out there in the field right now and how he's addressing it. And they're showing the traffic jam of Giants fans leaving the stadium right now en masse. It's a beautiful helicopter shot, It's like a reverse Field of Dreams at the end of that movie. Whereas instead of the cars going into the field, they're leaving the field. And I can't think of a more magnificent sight at 11:20 to go in the fourth quarter of a football game on the road. 1st and 10, Geno back under center here. Kenneth Walker, play action pass. Geno finds Jackson Smith and Jigba for a very short reception. Jackson's going to have 9 catches for 14 yards in this game. But Sanchez, we all thought the same way in Seattle talking about that contract when it happened. And we were talking about it closely because Geno Smith was, at that time, being looked at as signed by us too. 2nd down and 8. Play action pass again here. Geno is going to go deep and oversails the head of Colby Parkinson here. Seahawks going a little pass heavy here, okay? Waldron decided today when he woke up, we're throwing the ball, and we're going to throw the ball a lot. He was not about the run of the ball today in this game. It's been, let's throw. Running's for losers. We're just going to throw this ball all over the football field with our 4/5 of our offensive linemen out. That sounds smart. We'll see what they do here. 3rd down and 8. Geno and shotgun. Giants showing a Hail Mary blitz right now on Geno. They're bringing it. And they do. Geno drops back to throw. He's looking. Tries to come back underneath to DJ Dallas there. It just wasn't there. Geno threw it away. Carroll lets off 3 Fs in a row. And just strange play calling there. All night long, it's been a bit odd by Waldron. He's had kind of, I think, next to that Rams game this year, one of his kind of weaker, weirder called games. You don't really see what it is he's kind of trying to do all the time. And coming out there on a run the ball. You got 2 second-round running backs. Run the ball. The Giants suck at stopping the run. Run the ball. You've got a 3-touchdown lead. Run the ball. Like, this isn't hard. And this ball is going to roll by Michael Dixon, who's having another sensational night. Gets this one to roll down deep into the heart of Giants territory. And they're going to have a big, long field to work with 10:23 to go. Spectre 7, thank you for the $20 donation. I do appreciate you that, Spectre 7. He says, just checking in from the Manning stream, but keep rolling. Come on. Rolling. Yeah. Rolling. Come on. How about that pick 6? Spectre 7? That put many a smiling faces in this chat. Ooh, that felt good. Boy, the timing couldn't be better. For where that game was at, for where things were precipitously looking at where they were at in the game at the moment. It ain't over yet either. But magnificent pick there by Witherspoon to go get that done. Thank you, man, for the big fat $20 donation. I do appreciate you for that. That is incredible, man. Thank you guys too, all of your support. I can't even catch up on all the donations. I'm trying, I swear to God. Taker610, thank you for the $2 donation. Says Adams lasted twice as many snaps as Rodgers did. Well, yeah, there is that. And he got a pressure and he got a tackle, so he also got some productivity, unlike Rodgers. Does sound like, though, it looks like just a concussion, so just a short stint out. Get him back hopefully quick. Get Adams back in action hopefully fast. He wanted to get back on that field, you could tell, but he did have an obvious concussion on that one. Thankfully, got a couple weeks till the next game. Maybe he can get rested and right up for that point. Jason C., thank you for subscribing to the channel, Jason. I appreciate you jumping aboard the Hawks Nest. Thank you so much for that. Garth, thank you for the $5 donation. Says, may I submit Spoon Man as a nickname for the lefty from Illinois? I think we're going to have to post it to the chat here, Garth. We'll start collecting nicknames in Spoon like we did with Zach Charbonnet last week. I think he does need a nickname at some point here. We'll put Spoon Man on there, but I think we got to get a couple collection of names. So I've added your suggestion on there. We'll get a couple extra on here as we go through, but Spoon Man's a good one. Spoon Man's a good one. There might be a little more of a, might be able to find a little more of a wily one if we can here on this. You never know, a little more of a wily one maybe. I don't know, But thank you, Garth, for all your donations, bro. Spoon Man works for now as a placeholder, I'll tell you that. Jason C., you not only subscribed, you also donated to the channel with a $5 donation. It didn't put anything in your comment section for that donation, Jason, but I want to thank you very, very much for that. And I really do appreciate it. That's very, very kind of you, man. Hope you're having a great night, and appreciate you jumping aboard the Hawks Nest, and appreciate the support in addition to that. Barry Satoro, thank you for the $10 donation. He says, who knew improving the defense only took replacing Cody Barton? Oh, we got another sack. Miles Adams on 1st and 10. Daniel Jones dropping back to pass again, and he's quickly brought down to the ground hard by Miles Adams, the 9th sack of the game for the Seattle Seahawks. Daniel flushed out of the pocket again, and Miles was all over him. 2nd down and 17. The Seahawks have released the dogs. They're going to try to throw a little bit of a screenplay now here. And they'll get a good gain of 11 or 12 yards on this. A little bit of that sack yardage back. This will bring up about a 3rd and 8 now for the Hawks. 9:43 to go here in the 4th quarter. Clock continues to run. Third and 7, Daniel dropping back in shotgun again. He's under pressure again. He's going to scramble free here. He's going to have some movement, and he gets freed for a 1st down run on his part. They almost had him again in the backfield. Just couldn't quite get him. He's slippery, man. He gets through. Hawks defense has got to be sucking a lot of wind right now. That's Bobby Wagner with 18 tackles in this game. And you got to feel like this defense, with the offense not having done much in this game, has got to be pretty darn tired, especially being that you got so many guys out there right now that have had to have so many snaps. You've not been able to rotate much through in that secondary, especially because of how light and lean you were. Jones able to complete a 1st down reception here. Giants working with maybe something now. 8:53 to go here in the 4th quarter. Jones running the hurry up here. 1st and 10 on his own 44-yard line. Seahawks bringing a little bit of a blitz now. Jones again is going to try to run, and tipped ball was almost looked like it could have been intercepted there for a second. Looked like trouble, but goes down to the turf for a 2nd down and 10. Second down and 10. Jones back in shotgun. Bringing him back to help out with the protection. Seahawks bringing a 3-man, 4-man front here. Derek Hall. This ball's going to get picked off. Quandre Diggs has got the ball, and he's up the football field. He wants to house this one too. He's going to take it back all the way to the 44-yard line. Quandre Diggs maybe putting the stamp on this one with that interception. Derek Hall looped back inside on a stunt. It was a slow roll stunt by Derek Hall. And I think Daniel Jones saw his life flash before his eyes and just decided to throw it anywhere. Just don't let this man hit me again. Don't let the bad man hit me anymore. And that is just what he did, throwing it up for grabs. Quandre Diggs there over the top, where he's supposed to be. keep the deep ball prevented. You can see Diggs, they're showing a good all-22 here of him sliding along. Derek Hall with a nice pressure there. And interception. Pressures do help the secondary, don't they? What a defensive performance for him. Your Seahawks today. Absolutely awesome in how they've played this tonight. Gino and company back on the field looking to wind probably this clock and try to get this game closed out. Quick pitch play out to Kenneth Walker. He will run for about a gain of 4 yards here. That'll bring down 2nd and 10 now. Oh, that defense has got to be tired as hell today. Jason C., again, thank you for that $5, man. I appreciate you. Barry, well said, man. Having no Cody Barton has definitely been better for this defense. And Walker has got to plays up the middle, and he's loose. Walker still running, getting all the way down to the 10-yard line. Nearly broke that one for a touchdown. Big run by Kenneth Walker. The clock is going to continue to roll here. 1st and goal, Seahawks. And they are definitely putting this baby to bed. Definitely in the process. Jake Bobo in there blocking up as he's done. Are we surprised there? And boy, Walker almost able to break that one free. Just a shoestring tackle there at the end to bring him down. 1st and goal here from the 9-yard line. 7:05 to go. Seahawks trying to fully put this away. And a little false start there. Barry Satoro, thank you for that $10 dono though, man. And yeah, Cody Barton was a big part of the issues last year. Bobby Wagner showing that with his presence in there instead. And how big of a difference that can make with a guy like Bobby. Even a guy like Bobby this far along in his career as he is. Even that way better, light years beyond Cody Barton. Thank you, Barry, for that $10 donation. I appreciate you, man, and well said on your part. So we got a 1st and goal here from the 14-yard line in Giants territory are the Seattle Seahawks. Bobo in the game, going in motion here. No doubt about it. The Seahawks are just going to try to run this ball, and Walker breaks it inside here as the clock's going to continue to roll. Mumbles, thank you for the $5 donations. I noticed a lack of penalty yards and penalties accepted stats from the broadcast. Suspicious. Normally you would have seen that by now. Yeah, normally you would have, Mumbles. Normally you would have. But oddly not here, huh? Isn't that strange? It's almost like it's coordinated. Yeah, I've noticed that as well. No little cool graphic that they post up, right? You guys are amazing on these donos. I can't catch up even. 2nd and goal from the 13-ish yard line of the Hawks. The give's going to be to Kenneth Walker here again. Bouncing inside, spinning around, spinning away, spinning in, and he's going to be taken down at about the 8-yard line. So what do the Hawks do here? 3rd and goal. Clock's rolling just below 6 minutes to go right now. What do they do? Connor Oswagler, thank you for the $5 donation. Says, according to Next Generation, Woolen reached the fastest speed by any player this season on that pick 6. Good sign, he's fully recovered. How about that? Woolen reaching the fastest GPS speed that they've tracked this year. Yeah, great point, Connor. Definitely is indicative, I think, of the fact he's feeling okay. I saw it too. He did that thing. You've seen Tyreek Hill do it before, right? Remember there's that play with the Chiefs and Gino dropping back to throw here. He's going to be dropped down on a sack by Kayvon Thibodeau very quickly. This will bring up 3rd down and goal here for the Hawks. Clock will continue to wind. But you have that play with the Chiefs where I think McCole Hardman gets it. He's out in the loose. He's up the open field, and suddenly Tyreek Hill catches up to him and then lays a block and high-fives him. It was a little bit like that with that Tariq Woolen play where you really got to see how fast he is when he turns it up. And, he can move. That kid can definitely move. That's for sure, Connor. Great stat, brother. I appreciate the donation. Barry Satoro with a double dono with another $10 drop. Thank you, Barry, for that big time drop. Man, those are huge donations you guys are putting in here on the chat. Appreciate that very much. It's amazing how many sacks we can get when we're bringing extra pressure. Isn't it amazing? And you guys can hopefully see why, if you've gotten tired of me voicing so very often the need for us to bring more pressure-based packages, the need to lean into that more. And we've got Jason Myers here, which I think a pretty important kick to give you a pure 3-touchdown lead here. And warm and fuzzy thought to at least get this kick up and through here. Come on, Jason. Come on, Jason. Okay, he gets it up and through. So 24-3. Hawks take a 3-touchdown lead here with 5:26 to go in this fourth quarter. The Giants have only one timeout remaining now in this game. But yeah, this is where hopefully, Barry, you can see why I'm in a position of really asking and calling for it, because I've long thought that once they do start to bring it, they'll have success, because now you have the players to accommodate running that when you haven't in the past. And if we didn't have those players, I wouldn't be saying to go to it as much. But you saw tonight, you've got the guys to get that done. You got the dogs to get that done. Lean into this as a defense. Utilize this as a way, if you're Coach Carroll, to find a new kind of opening in your defense, a new way to make your defensive structure work by more than just mixing this in as sort of a side dish. Make it a real component, a real spice in your full entree. You know what I mean? And they did that tonight. And you have as many sacks as I've seen from this football team in years in this game because you did it. And I would reckon to guess that they blitzed, and not just the 5-man front blitzes, but they blitzed at the highest rate we've seen from this Hawk team, I think, in quite a bit of time in this game on top of it. So you've got to give the coaching staff a huge amount of credit, Clint Hurt, Coach Carroll, for dialing these blitzes up, being willing to risk that stuff on the back end, understanding that this is what's called for in order to take down Daniel Jones and this football team. Randall McDaniel, thank you for the $2 donation, says, run the ball down their throat in the fourth. Yeah, that's all we got to do now, man. If we get the ball, just run it. Let's lean on this clock, especially with the timeouts down to 1 for the Giants here, man. Absolutely, Randall. Joe Green, thank you for subscribing to the channel. I do appreciate you for doing that. Will Valdez, thank you for the $5 donation. Says multiple sacks, hit stick tackling, and a pick 6. Witherspoon's a Swiss Army spoon. He is. He's just got different little parts that you can keep pulling out. Like, oh, there's some scissors. Oh, a nail file. Daniel Jones in shotgun now on 1st and 10 here for the 25-yard line. Dropping back to pass. He'll quickly throw underneath. No doubt the Hawks are going to stick in kind of soft zone coverage here to keep this clock winding. Understandable here that you're going to be in those kind of looks in this position of the game. But Will, thank you for that $5 donation. I like that, man. That's right. He's that kind of spoon. Stephen Penner, thank you for the $2 donation. Says Witherspoon is the man. Daniel Jones, little read option give here up the middle for a first down. He says Witherspoon is the man. Love your show. Go Hawks. Well, thank you, Stephen. I appreciate that support. And you put a 99-cent donation on top of that, so thanks for the double dono drop. And much love back out to you, man. Go Hawks. Fun-ass game tonight to watch. That is for sure. 1st and 10 here for Daniel Jones, now at the 36-yard line in his own territory. Seahawks bringing another blitz. Boye Maffe's got him corralled, wrapped up, drugged down, and that's another sack. They just won't stop. The dogs just keep coming. Ho! Let's go. Boye Maffe says, hey, it's my turn now. Everybody else has gotten their chance. I get to dance with her now. Come on. I got moves. Giants might just call uncle on this one eventually here. 4:11 to go. Daniel Jones dropping back to throw here. He's going to throw this quickly out and knock down there for a short gain. This will bring up 2nd and 16. Stephen Penner, thank you for that donation though, man. I do appreciate it. Kevin Lownice with a $10 donation says, Carter who? Carter what? I'm going to do this into a Jay-Z song. 3rd and 8 here for Daniel Jones. Dropping back to pass. Hawks bringing another blitz with one linebacker. Daniel Jones rushing outside the pocket here. And he's going to be knocked out of bounds short of the first down by about 4 or 5 yards. How's that Jay-Z song go? Carter what? Carter who? Carter what? Carter who? Carter what? He says, Witherspoon, go Hawks. Go Hawks, Kevin. Go Hawks. It feels good. It feels real good. Real good. 4th and 5 now. Hawks bringing another pressure base. They're loving it at this point. And they're going to get another sack with it. Let's go. Let's go. Woo. 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 Boop, 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 doo. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Woo. Oh, baby. It's a Zach party, baby. We like this kind of party. We like this kind of party. Woo hoo hoo. One more for the road. Giants just going to let us get first downs now just because. Neil Nuxel, thank you for subscribing. We got a Drew Lock sighting now on the field here. And Kenneth Walker is going to get rounded up and drugged down. Mumbles, thank you for the $5 donation. And Neil Nuxel, I hope I pronounced your last name right, but thank you for subscribing up, Neil. Mumbles with the $5 donation. Says the Giants have taken 20 sacks so far. Hawks have half of those this game, putting the league on notice. If you can dial up these kind of pressure-based looks and you can get other teams to start worrying about this kind of stuff, it makes, to your point, Mumbles, this defense significantly more hard to prepare for and significantly more hard to play. Two factors that are very large in finding success on the defensive side of the ball in this day and age in the NFL. Charbonnet is going to take it and run into a guy's chest. And this will bring us up to third down. 2 minutes and 33 seconds to go in this football game. But yeah, this is a statement game right now. That's what this game was going to be, one way or the other. You follow the Giants, you're saying, okay, we're going to still be a middling, maybe a one and done. Maybe we slide into the playoffs if we can just kind of get a couple more extra wins through. You get to 3-1 this game. You stamp this game like this. You put the rest of the league in a place of, we're here in this NFC. You're going to have to deal with us in this NFC. You can't just forget about us in this NFC. You can't just talk about Eagles or Cowboys or 49ers. You got to include us in that discussion as well. That's what they did with this win tonight and what they're going to do with this win. And defensively, so great to see for a defense that has struggled, has been ailing throughout this year. It's been good at stopping the run, and that continued on to tonight. But tonight was the first game where you found a way to stop the passing attack of the opposition in a major way, significant way from where it's been so far this year. And it is amazing to watch as far as the difference goes in this game, playing on the road like this. The sacks, the blitzes, the pressure rates, I mean, they keep dialing them up. And I mean, you guys are seeing why in this game. Like, can you guys see why I've been speaking till I'm blue in the face about us doing this? Because I've been thinking that this is this kind of, maybe not this kind of explosion, but an explosion of productivity could come from a pass rush that's been so relegated in recent years to just sticking to the front four and not willing to bring those extra guys. And you did it tonight. And boy, you could have had even more sacks than you did. I mean, Daniel got out of a couple of sacks in this game, or it could have been 15, 16. It's amazing to watch. Mumbles with another $2 donation says, also, I think maybe Big Spoon would work. Big Spoon, Mumbles, I'm adding it to the list. We're going to eventually do a, for both Zach Charbonnet and Witherspoon, we're going to get some, eventually here, nicknames for both of these two guys. But I got your suggestion. Big Spoon it is, man. I love it. I love it. I love it. A real quick note for you guys here as we're winding down to 2 minutes in this football game. I will be going pretty quickly as soon as the game wraps up. I actually am going over to the Bleacher Report. I do a guest spot over there right now. Throughout the month of October, I'll be doing these guest spots over there. So we're going to be doing a wrap up over on the Bleacher Report. It'll be directly after the game, and then I'll be coming back over here for a post-game discussion after I do that wrap up on the Bleacher Report. So it's a little bit of a boom, boom, boom. Now you can find, if you look in the description section of this video, a link to that post-game video. You do have to download the Bleacher Report app in order to see the video. But if you're looking for a link to the video and where you can find that, just click that link there. As we sign off here, we'll go a couple minutes after the game to kind of just wrap this up, make sure I'm caught up on all the donos and all that. But then I'll be bouncing over to Bleacher Report, do a little half-hour recap there, and then we'll be coming back over to this side of it. So it'll be a bit of a bump. But just want to let you guys know that as we do get down to 2 minutes here in this football game. Silver Shrew, thank you for the $2 donation. Didn't have any comment in your dono, but I appreciate that dono drop. You guys are absolutely, positively amazing tonight on the donations and that stuff, as you guys always are. So I shouldn't be amazed, but it was unbelievable tonight. I couldn't even catch up on the donations. You guys put so many in there, and I hope I gave everybody a thoughtful answer on if you had a question or not, because I was trying to get through those two at the speed, because I definitely have that hard cutoff time at the end of the game here. But thank you to everybody for your donations out there. This has been a wildly entertaining football game. It's kind of taken you through the ups and the downs and the in-betweens, the nervousness, and then the exhilaration. 3rd and 6 here. Hawks are going to run this again with Charbonnet up the middle, and this will bring us to 4th down now. Just a couple yard gain for him as we go below 2 minutes here, and the clock does continue to wind. You got to feel like maybe the Giants just get the ball back and hand it off 3 times and say, let's call this one a day, right? Let's just go ahead and work this through the other side at this point. Seahawks in this game, 160 yards passing with Geno Smith and Drew Lock combined there. 23 carries, 121 yards on the ground. Giants, you have Daniel Jones here, 27 of 34 with only 135 yards passing in this game, 2 touchdowns. They ran the ball 27 times for 106 yards. A lot of that coming from Daniel Jones with 10 carries and 66 yards on his part. Hawks defense, absolutely unbelievable. Just unbelievable in this game. Bobby Wagner leading the way with 17 tackles, 2 sacks, 2 tackles for loss, 2 quarterback hits. Devin Witherspoon, the rook, 7 tackles, 2 sacks, 2 tackle for losses, 1 pass defensed, 3 quarterback hits, and a touchdown, an interception. That too. We got Jordan Brooks with 10 tackles, 2 sacks, a tackle for loss, a quarterback hit in this game. I mean, so many guys out here to give their props. Uchenna Nwosu got onto the board in the sacks. He got 2 in this game, including a tackle for loss from him and a couple quarterback hits. Boye Mafe, Mario Edwards Jr. Everybody kind of got in on the act on in this one here. Miles Adams. All right, Drew Lock's in the game on 4th and 3. Looks like the Hawks are going to try to throw this ball, see if they can get maybe a first down. That ball is going to get knocked down at the line of scrimmage. Just trying to not give the ball back even to the defense at that point. What a game. 11 sacks from your Seahawks defense here today. Holy moly. Holy moly. Silver Shrew, thank you for the $5 donation. Thank you for the double donation, Silver Shrew. I hope you know I appreciate that. It says, can you name your next video about this game, the MetLife Massacre? Brother, your double donation, and you also have a great suggestion. So, everyone thank Silver Shrew. He just put the first name. He put the name together of what's going to be my post game reaction vid. I won't do it for the post game discussion, Silver Shrew, but I'll do it for the the 20-minute wrap up video I do later on tonight. When I put that together, I will 100% be including MetLife Massacre in the title. And you can take credit for that one. That's you, brother. You did that. You did that. All right, 2nd and 6 here. And the Giants indeed have said, okay, Uncle, we're enough. Why are you so mean? Why do you got to make it hurt so bad? Make the bad man go away. Make the bad man go back to the Pacific Northwest. I don't want any more of him. He's hurting me. He's hurting me. Make him stop. Ow. Ow. Giants run this ball off, and you can't blame them. You can't blame them. And what a win for your Seattle Seahawks. Down, hell, we had 5 new offensive linemen in this game versus how you started this year out in their different positions in this game as you wound through the game. Defense, we could really use you carrying this game being that shorthanded. We're not going to be as productive offensively, probably dealing with that a bit. Defense, we got you. We got you. And that's just what they did today. They came back and they carried this day all the way through. They didn't give this New York Giants team an inch. They didn't let them breathe. They didn't let them have anything to where they could feel good about. 4th down stops, pick sixes down at the goal line. Coach Carroll likes to say, we defend every inch. And you saw it today. We ain't giving in to nothing. You think you got down, we may bend, but we're not going to break. And this defense taking some very encouraging signs out on the road against this Giants team from a variety of different angles of this, from not just getting the stops, but how they got those stops, the dialing up of the aggression, the willingness to bring the pressure-based looks, to bring the blitzes, to trust that back end to hold up. Fantastic. And you really got to see the returns and the benefits of that today in a major way. I don't think you're always going to get it to this degree, but it just as, again, should be more evidence to this Seahawks team. Every post-game discussion I seem to have, I keep coming back to when we win, where I'm going, oh, there's these 3 or 4 plays. We brought some pressure. We brought a little bit more to the mix here, and it really brought the benefits from it. Like, they really came out the other end of it like, oh, wow, this worked. This worked really well. Let's lean into that more. They leaned into it more tonight. And Devin Witherspoon, Why is he the 5th overall pick in this draft? Why did multiple teams look at a 5'11", 190-pound cornerback and say, oh yeah, this guy's definitely a top 10 pick? No doubt about it. Not merely your Hawks looking at that player saying, that's who this guy is. But across the league, you had many people looking at Witherspoon through that light, through that lens. And he has showed you already up until this point, but he put the stamp on it tonight. If you're wondering about it, the stamp is on right now tonight. We got both of our prime rookies in back-to-back years pulling pick sixes. It wasn't his first, but his second pick last year with Tariq Woolen, but we've got ourselves maybe a secondary here on our hands. We got ourselves a hell of a secondary on our hands, and it's got me so excited. Scrappy Tech, thank you for the $5 donation. It says, love your great moments in the Seahawks history series. Do you have plans on making any more of those videos? Scrappy Tech, thank you for the $5 donation. And yes, I do. It's always a little bit tough with it because I've got to find, there's sometimes I do those videos and there's no video views on it. And a lot of it's been at times in the past where they kind of become like, passion project things where it's not really going to create a lot of growth on the channel or, compared to some of the other videos, the views that you get with some of the other stuff. But I want to continue it. And there are a couple of games that I have in my mind I want to, call upon. So it might be a little bit of while we're in year, but I think once we get into next off season, especially Scrappy, it could make a lot of sense to start to try to get a couple more of those out. So it's a great suggestion on part. I'm glad to hear that you did like them. I love doing them. They just do take a lot of time. So if I put one into it, I want to make sure that there's the returns back and people want to really see it. And early on this channel, people were more gravitating towards the live streams and saying, we want this, we want this. So I kind of leaned away from it, but I love doing them. And I'd love to put some more together. So yeah, I promise we'll get some more up. I'll try to get a couple done this year before the end of the year. Not maybe the end of this year, but like within the next 365 calendar days. But I'll try to kind of work on one. There's a few I've got an idea in my mind I've been wanting to maybe do. And I think it's a good time to lean on those. So great suggestion on your part, my man. Another note here too, guys, we're going to wrap this up fairly quickly in a second as I'm going to be going over to the Bleacher Report and doing a guest spot over on the Bleacher Report. So if you look down in the description section, I'll also probably repost it here in the video right now so you guys don't have to hunt and peck for it. If you download the app and then you click the link, it'll take you directly to the post-game stream. I'm going to basically be over there pretty much within about 10 minutes of finishing off here. So we're going to wrap this up as soon as I can kind of get to the last of the deal. I'll go ahead and post this link up, and then I will go ahead and make sure that I have this. Jeez, you guys are coming through with the chat so fast I can't even update it. Okay, so you're just gonna have to click the link. The chat's going crazy. But I've got to bounce over there pretty quick. We're going to be back over here for post-game discussion in about a half hour after I do the post-game deal. So it's just a quick little spot over on Bleacher Report. And then we'll be bouncing back here for post-game discussion, talking about this game, turning it over a little bit, and just enjoying it, savoring that flavor, as you know that we tend to do here at the Hawks Nest. A couple donations here to finish it up. David, thank you for the $2 donation. He says, a star was born tonight. Devon Witherspoon. You are damn right about that. Damn right about that. I think he had one of the more impressive performances you will ever see from a rookie quarterback in a football game tonight. The tackling, the hitting, the coverage, the pick six, the ball skills. You got it all. The blitzer. You got it all tonight. And it's been there already in a couple of these games, but tonight was the stamp. Tonight was the game where he went, oh, take notice. See what I'm doing. Check this out. Awesome to see on his part. Tremendous. An amazing game from Devon Witherspoon. Absolutely, he put the league on notice, and maybe, yeah, you're right, a star is born. Mumbles, thank you for the $2 donation. Says, by the way, hard playing against 19 people with only 11. Yeah, the refereeing in the first half was god-awful, and it was definitely slanted in one direction. I'm not saying fixed mode or anything like that, but we had to overcome the refs and the Giants tonight. And we were able to do it. Speaks to how maybe a much better of a team we are than where the Giants are at right now. But that was certainly something that felt very prevalent in the early part to mid part to about third quarter part of this game, where the officials were kind of like at that point, as somebody said in my chat, oh, well, they just kind of realized they're not going to be able to fix this towards them. So they just kind of give up at that point. We go, okay, we can't call these anymore. But that was rough, Mumbles. That was a rough part. Yeah. Chase Carey, thank you for the $5 donation. He says, Spoon was magnificent. Loved giving Locke some playing time. It's fantastic giving him some there. Yeah. And Gino going out was tough. Him coming back and being strong and tough and coming back to fight was good. But Drew came in there and got you a touchdown drive. And boy, getting out on this team like this and getting yourself that 11-point lead through the second half and having that to lean on was really nice, really helpful, and really handy in order to get that going. It was big in this game, getting that lead and staying on top of them. It felt like it put the pressure on the Giants to have to be kind of maybe getting outside the run game more than they wanted to, leaning on the passing more than they wanted to. And that's where you were able to then strike and take advantage at that point, which phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Thank you though, Chase, Carrie, thanks for that $5 donation, and well said on your port. Magnificent is right. That's a good way of putting it. In Utero, thank you for the $2 donation. I do appreciate you on that In Utero for that $2 dono. Thank you for that. He says, Spoon Man, save me, my friend. I can't do that voice. Well, there's only one Chris Cornell, man. There's only one. But in Utero, we've got Spoon Man and Big Spoon as our current nicknames for Witherspoon. But I think this week we're going to have to work ourselves up something now extra clever, something extra inventive, something extra applicable to this Mr. Witherspoon, because he is absolutely impressing the hell out of me right now, like few rookie cornerbacks have. And that's even after Walton's season last year. My goodness, we might have ourselves a tandem back here like nobody else in the league. And nobody else in the league even close. We might be heading in that general direction. Not to get you guys too hyped. I'm just saying. Do me a favor, folks. Hit that like button if you could do that for me, please. I would really appreciate it. I want to thank everybody in the chat tonight. We had a ton of people in here. The chat was great. The donations were insane. I can't believe how many donations we got and how great you guys are in that every respective things. I want to make one last little thank you out to as well to not that one, to Underdog Fantasy. Underdog Fantasy right now, if you click my link down in the description below, you will see that they are through October 4th for a mere 2 days here. They will match you up to $500 on your first deposit. $500, not $100, not $200, not $300, not $400, $500. When you use my code, they will match you up to on your first deposit through October 4th. So a mere 2 days. State of Washington, there are some limitations that do apply here, but if you do go into a casino, you can use the app within the state of Washington. So it's a great deal. They're offering this to me because you guys have been using the code so often. They're hyped up about that. So thank you for you guys doing that. I really do appreciate it. And hey, not a bad time to maybe get in there and jump in the game on that as a kind of a free $500 on me to you guys, from the Hawks Nest to me to you, from me to you, as appreciation. But thank you to Underdog Fantasies for sponsoring this show. I will be back in about an hour or so over to here. I will be back over on the Bleacher Report in about 10 minutes. So the app is, I've linked it at the top of this description right now. The link to the app, download the app, click the link. You will be able to get to the video, and we will be doing a post-game wrap up over there. David Pugh, your finish is off right with another donation. Thank you for doing that, David. I really do appreciate it. He says, I'm sorry, but Swiss Army Spoon is just so good in my head. He did it all. Well, I'm going to definitely steal from you, Swiss Army Spoon, in the future. Probably claim it as my own, because I'm just kind of wired like that sometimes. But I'm going to add it to the nickname list. So, David, it's on the nickname list. And Swiss Army Spoon is right. The kid can blitz, he can tackle, he can hit. He's got ball skills. He can play man coverage. He's looked pretty good in zone coverage this year. Not showing a lot of weaknesses early on, other than maybe a little bit of over-aggressiveness. He got hit a little bit on that over route, but you don't mind it when the front side of that aggressiveness is bringing so many of these beautiful returns. So many of these beautiful returns as it is so far. So let's see if we can get going on this. I will be back, folks, very soon. 45 minutes back, 45 minutes to an hour back here on a post-game discussion about 9:30 or so. Please click that Bleacher Report link. I'll be doing this spot with them throughout this whole October, maybe in the foreseeable future, doing these little guest spots with them. I'll also be doing a spot with them tomorrow at 11 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. So click that link. I'm going to be going over that app very often here, but I will be back over here. We're not going to cut anything down on the post game here. So hang on with me. I will be back over here on that side of it. I want to put one last big, huge thank you to everyone in the insane amount of donations you guys put through, the insane amount of support you provide to this channel. I say thank you, and I say it a lot, I know, but it just doesn't seem like enough with how much you guys come and bring to the table on that every single stream. I mean, it's very much appreciated. I thank you guys really a lot for that. And I can't wait to come back and talk to you guys here in about 45 minutes when we get to chop up the finer details on this sucker. Uma, Pirate Girl Uma. Thank you for subscribing to the channel, Uma. I really do appreciate it. Welcome aboard the Hawks Nest. Come on in. I got a cabin for you. You got the cabin right down the hall. Get on back in there. Alyssa Eads, thank you for subscribing as well, Alyssa. Cabin for you, right? Go down that hall right there. Plenty of space. Jump aboard the Hawks Nest. Join Uma. Join Alyssa. We're trying to get down to 15,000 subscribers. You can help us reach like they're helping us reach and getting to that mark as we are barreling closer and closer to that goal as we had at the start of this year. And it's wonderful to see. It was an aggressive goal, but we're getting there. I love you guys for that. I appreciate you guys for that. Wonderful day. Your Hawks defense went out there and they were filthy. Your offense did just enough. Your special teams was fine. Got the job done in New York. Turn towards the bye now, 3-1, letting the Eagles know, letting the Niners know we're right here with you, letting the Cowboys know we're right here with you. You guys are going to have to get up for that game you're playing us later in the year. That's going to be one of the harder ones on your schedule later down the year. We'll just have to see how it goes. But very, very beautifully done by your Seahawks taking this step forward. Getting this back in the way that they've gotten it from where it started that first game is tremendous. And maybe the defense is slowly but surely now starting to come along and the full plan can come together. Let's hope. Let's see. And who knows? Maybe even a trade deadline deal to be had in addition. You never know with this wily John Schneider and this crew here. They tend to be aggressive when they know they got themselves one hell of a good team. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. I will be back in about 45 minutes, but please do not ever forget, go Hawks.